Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Dye House Stadium right here at Garrard County Middle School on what is a beautiful night for football. I'm telling you what, guys, we've been lucky this year, and this one may be one of the best we've had all season long. The Estill County Engineers have rode into town for this big district matchup, and a lot's on the line tonight. Both these teams still hoping they can host a home playoff game coming up in just 3 weeks, and man, that sounds so crazy. The season has gone so fast. I'm Jeff Jacobs, and I'm joined by Scott Bowling, Caleb Grasham, and we would not want to be anywhere else on a Friday night. Thanks for joining us across the network, Main Street Media TV. Let us know where you're watching from. Chime in, let us know your favorite play, your favorite teams. Glad to have everybody along. You can find us on the radio on WRNZ, CKYTV.net. You can download the app or go straight to the site itself. And want to welcome our YouTube viewers. We've seen 50, 60 viewers pop on each and every week, and that's growing. It's great to have you guys along, and a big shout-out to you. Let's get this party started. It's Garrard County. It's Estill County. Coming up next, right here on the Golden Lions Sports Network.
Go 2x2, fellas, 2x2.
Loosen them up, loosen them up.
Let's go, big boy. You ready to go? Huh? Let's get after it today.
Ready? Flip, move!
Boom.
If they're on offense and they pass the ball, you'll pass. If they run the ball, you'll run. Do you understand me? I know. There he is.
Good.
Focus on your key.
If he's in a 2, remember, I'm going down, and you work to the backside back. Okay?
We got to stay on our blocks and stay on our blocks. We're fine. Get off the football.
Let's go. Hey, hold him out here. I'm not doing this.
Garrard County! Garrard County Athletics are proudly brought to you by the Bob Allen Motor Mall, Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, the Irving Group, Realtors and Auctioneers, the Hunt Insurance Agency, First Southern National Bank, Sutton Pharmacy, Toyota of Somerset, Farmers National Bank, Holly Peak with Exit Realty, Danville Office Equipment, and Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Bob Allen Motor Mall is a proud sponsor of Garrard County football. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, all deal-maker priced. Click and save today at boballenmotormall.com.
Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank understands family, tradition, community mean just a little bit more around here. You can see it and hear it, and that's why we take so much pride in what we do. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Garrard County is our special place, and that's why Hunt Insurance Agency is proud to serve the insurance needs of local businesses, families, and individuals. We build relationships that last because getting to know you and your personal needs is what we do best. Hunt Insurance Agency.
I'm Holly Peak with Exit Realty, your hometown realtor. I love seeing old friends and meeting new. Buying, selling, I know the value of our area. Our 3D virtual tour will sell your home fast. Like you, I'm sold on the Golden Lions.
I'm a homeowner. I didn't know anything about the loan process, so that's why we decided to go with First Southern.
Process with First Southern was exactly how I pictured it.
They were just very welcoming and made me feel like I had known them forever the minute that I walked through the door.
Since 1967, Urban Group Realtors and Auctioneers have helped folks with their farms, commercial property, auction needs, and of course, dream homes.
The Urban Group Realtors and Auctioneers, no one sells it better.
Since 1951, Danville Office Equipment has dedicated itself to providing personal service and superior office products for our customers. We take a lot of pride in their success because that's how we measure ours. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
Farmers National Bank believes investing in education is the best way to build a stronger community. Good luck to all the Garrett County students in the classroom and on the playing fields. Go Lions!
Friendly service from people you know. That's Sutton Pharmacy. We are a hometown community pharmacy with old-fashioned values, experience, and the latest technology and resources. Sutton Pharmacy, dedicated to providing the very best for you. Go Lions!
Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us.
Whitaker Bank has always been more than just a bank. We're a locally owned, community-driven institution made up of your friends and neighbors. And of course, Golden Lion fans just like you. Garrett County and Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Die House Stadium, where tonight the Garrett County Golden Lions are welcoming in the Estill County Engineers for another huge district battle, as Jeff Jacobs, Scott Boland, and Caleb Gresham are here to bring you all the action. And before we jump into all the action, Coach Gresham.
And this shows you how big of a game this is.
Oh, this is where we're starting with the celebs.
Absolutely.
The celebs.
The
Not even
celebs.
celebrities. This is like
celebs.
like the red carpet type
Yes,
version.
I agree.
India Harvey.
Rockstar
has joined us as India Harvey. It more than anything is just one of our great friends.
Oh, I
we
agree with
appreciate
that. I
that.
agree with that.
But she does so many things.
You don't want to get on her bad side.
You don't want to get on her bad side. You don't do that by coming to project graduation. By
Every year.
Is that
That's why I
right?
show
Is
up.
Coach Gresham here all the time? So we wanted to bring Miss Indy on this week, as she is the director of family resource for our high school and middle school. But this week, if you've been watching the news, Garrett County has been in the news this week as our family resource and folks, and I'll let you tell more about it. But an Arrive Alive campaign that was here was unbelievably great. I loved it. We came out and watched it. Tell us a little bit about, because you can do it a lot more eloquently than we can. Tell us a little bit about this drive, Miss India, and what happened at the school for all these folks.
It has been a busy week, so everything's a blur. But Arrive Alive tour game, they were there for the seniors. You would get inside the simulator and put on your goggles, and they would do like drinking and driving, if you was high on drugs, or if you was texting.
Yeah.
So most of them chose drinking and driving.
Uh-huh.
So, but I was very pleased with all the kids.
Well,
I was, but I have to say this. I can't go without saying this. Ian was my little co-host, I guess.
I love Ian.
Ian is a rock star.
Ian Alcorn.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. The mayor's son.
Yep. You'll see
Mayor of
Ian
Garrett
Alcorn
County.
when we get up here on the hardwood
Oh, yeah.
this winter.
Yes, but he did an awesome job, and he is always, I will be lost without him.
Oh, yeah.
He is always ready and eager to help me at any time, any place. He always says he'll help me.
He's a great kid.
Yeah,
He is. He's awesome.
And Indy, we really appreciate. Definitely, one of the things that I do get directly involved with is our Frisky program. And man, I tell you, we have great folks like India kind of working in that program. Sure does make my job easy.
Oh, yeah.
And I
Thank
definitely,
you.
I appreciate that. And so I do appreciate you bringing a program to kind of make sure the kids are aware of the dangers of distracted driving, the dangers of driving impaired, and at the end of the day, hope that we might have saved a life by doing a program like that. You also got a pretty active next couple of weeks in playing as well. You got some mock interviews planned on October the 20th.
Great stuff.
October the 26th.
Yeah.
We will go through our senior seminar class, English, and we'll have mock interviews on October the 26th. And then November the 2nd will be our college and career fair.
So
Man, that's great stuff.
We got a busy next couple of weeks, don't
Yes,
we?
We do, and these are opportunities that are out there for these kids that are life changing. I mean, let's be honest. Like the thing you all had for Arrive Alive, we were watching it on a screen while they're in the car driving it, and you know it was funny for us just to kind of watch how tough it was. But that is real bone shaking stuff for these kids to see.
It is, and I think just like Ian said. It was great to have the hands-on experience.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of you can listen to it, somebody can tell you all about it. You can look at all the videos of it. But just to have the actual sitting behind the wheel and seeing it is a real eye-opener.
And, you know, we never want to get in that situation where we learn after traumatic events.
No.
And we never do. But this is something that gives them that opportunity, in your group and organizations that would bring that, and we appreciate that.
Yeah, and you know, these mock interviews is kind of on that same kind of realm because folks at every senior at Garrett County High School goes through a senior seminar class. And basically the intent of that class is to embed work ethic, certification skills, to embed soft skills that when we meet with employers are always talking about those skills are so necessary for those employees to be productive, effective, and sustainable. And so India has taken the lead on inviting community leaders, inviting business partners, inviting leadership to kind of come in and actually conduct a mock interview with each one of those seniors. So kind of walk us through a little bit of that and kind of see some of the feedback that you've gotten over that, because this isn't the first year we've done this.
No, last year was our first year, and it was phenomenal. Just to see all the kids being involved, but I have at least I'm happy to say I think I'm gonna have about 15 to 20 people this time.
Sweet, that's awesome.
So I've increased it, but the seniors will come in and they'll go through an interview process. After they're done with the interview, they will then fill out their thank you card. So that's giving them that if they was going in a business, hands-on experience of what they need to do. And also the interviewers also give them feedback of what they should have done or could have done different, or if they just done a great job.
That's that next level education that we want them to be able to leave us with to go there. So that's the great stuff and even more that goes on. But let's talk a little bit about personal level here. We've got to talk about this for a minute, because you have a really good friend. A really good friend.
Hall of Famer.
Is about to be inducted into the Blues Hall of Fame. Is that correct?
He will be inducted at the Kentucky Music Hall of Fame in Renfro Valley.
Fantastic.
October the 28th.
Yes. And who is it? Tell us so everybody knows.
It's T.D. Young from Lexington, Kentucky. I've known him for years, but I am very it's a privilege actually to be able to be around them, to travel with them.
Oh, yeah.
We just had an event to where now he has a T.D. Young Enterprise.
Awesome.
In doing that, every year we're doing a nonprofit to where we raise money to give out scholarships.
I love it.
To seniors that are graduating, going into performing arts, music. We don't know how many, but next year we will be able to, and hopefully by me being a part of his booking and scheduling, we're going to bring one of those scholarships to Garrett County.
Yeah, that's what I love to hear. That's great stuff.
And so as we finish here, Scott, here's what I'll say. Here's one things I've learned, okay? If something needs to be done, call India.
Call India.
She'll
take care of it.
India.
And since you're in charge of the booking and scheduling, we had talked earlier about possibly booking and scheduling him to come down and play the national anthem, maybe for basketball, because I know he's next week, or the next home game is when he's inducted in the Hall of Fame. But you tell him we were asking about it.
I will do.
And we want him in here, and we'll get him a Garrett County Golden Line shirt because he needs that. This is one of our all-stars, Miss India Harvey. We're so thankful for her and all the stuff she does behind the scenes for our kids each and every day. We'll take our first break, and we'll be back. This is Garrett County Golden Line Football, Golden Lion Sports Network.
Bob Allen Motor Mall is a proud sponsor of Garrett County football. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, all deal-maker priced. Click and save today at boballenmotormall.com.
Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank understands family, tradition, community mean just a little bit more around here. You can see it, and hear it. And that's why we take so much pride in what we do. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank. Your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Garrard County is our special place. And that's why Hunt Insurance Agency is proud to serve the insurance needs of local businesses, families, and individuals. We build relationships that last because getting to know you and your personal needs is what we do best. Hunt Insurance Agency.
I'm Holly Peak with Exit Realty, your hometown realtor. I love seeing old friends and meeting new. Buying, selling, I know the value of our area. Our 3D virtual tour will sell your home fast. Like you, I'm sold on the Golden Lions.
I'm a homeowner. I didn't know anything about the loan process, so that's why we decided to go with First Southern.
Process with First Southern was exactly how I pictured it.
They were just very welcoming and made me feel like I had known them forever the minute that I walked through the door.
Since 1967, Urban Group Realtors and Auctioneers have helped folks with their farms, commercial property, auction needs, and of course, dream homes.
The Urban Group Realtors and Auctioneers, no one sells it better.
Since 1951, Danville Office Equipment has dedicated itself to providing personal service and superior office products for our customers. We take a lot of pride in their success because that's how we measure ours. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
Farmers National Bank believes investing in education is the best way to build a stronger community. Good luck to all the Garrett County students in the classroom and on the playing fields. Go Lions!
Friendly service from people you know. That's Sutton Pharmacy. We are a hometown community pharmacy with old-fashioned values, experience, and the latest technology and resources. Sutton Pharmacy, dedicated to providing the very best for you. Go Lions!
Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us.
Whitaker Bank has always been more than just a bank. We're a locally owned, community-driven institution made up of your friends and neighbors. And of course, Golden Lion fans just like you. Garrard County and Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV.
And welcome back, folks, as we are about 13 minutes away from tonight's kickoff in this Class 3A District 5 battle between the Estill County Engineers and the Garrard County Golden Lions. Coach Gresham, let's talk a little bit about this before the color guard comes on the field here, and we'll take a break quickly for the national anthem. We'll talk a little bit about this game and the importance of tonight's football game after fall break.
Yeah, I tell you right now, Jeff said it exactly right. I mean, this couldn't be a bigger football game for both of these football teams here. You got big district competition. Garrard County and Estill County has been in this district. This is the fourth year of the district. The Garrard County leads the all-time series 12-5. And I tell you what I found interesting is Garrard and Estill have squared off the seventh most time for Garrard County of any school that Garrard County has played. So you kind of got this little bit of a budding rivalry here between these two teams, and especially over the last 4 years competing in district competition. The unique twist for tonight is you got Coach Mark Centers that has came back to Garrard County as assistant principal and assistant football coach. Coach Centers was at Estill County High School last year as assistant principal. Assistant coach Caleb Centers actually played at Estill County last year. So at the end of the day, I tell you right now, I mean, everything's on the table tonight. The Gold Lions had a disappointing outcome last week, but man, with football every Friday night, you got another opportunity to go out there and kind of change the momentum, kind of change the way things are going. And tonight is definitely one of those nights.
And we're going to talk about Garrard County has been hit with the injury bug, as we kind of have been all year. We'll talk more about that as we go along, as Garrard County is going with the 27-man roster tonight. tonight, Coach Gresham, which one of the smallest we've ever had due to injury.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And our main man, Brandon McGlone, has checked in from the Garrard Central Record.
Yep.
Appreciate every single thing Brandon does. Folks, get on his Facebook page. He takes phenomenal action shots. He cleans them up. He only asks $4.
$4.
Yeah, for each one of those
I
photos.
told him he need to come up here and get a good picture of us, and I want him to. He'll have to do a lot of touch-up.
Oh, my God.
He said his wide lens was broke.
Make sure I'm not leaning down.
I want a good 3-shot of us up in the booth.
Man.
Hey, I'm in. I'll pay. He can double the price. He's got to have to work extra hard on it.
Suck my gut
So,
in.
he did allude to that. So, we counted as the teams were warming up that Garrett County does have 27 healthy football players on the field tonight. Unfortunately, Garrett County has 8 individuals that are not suiting up tonight. So, me and Daniel Hopkins spoke a little bit up here, and it's kind of like one of the seasons that everything that can go wrong has gone wrong.
Right.
But I'm going to tell you right now, here's one thing, you can't control injuries, you can't control weather, but here's one thing you can control. You can control your attitude, you can control your effort and your energy. And I guarantee any team that Spencer Crutchfield's the head coach of is going to play with those 3 things tonight. Tonight's not going to be any exception.
100%. As our good friend Daniel Hopkins has told us, Garrett County leads the all-time series with Estill County 12-5. Garrett County and Estill County have met 7 previous times in Lancaster. Golden Lions won 5 of the last 7. Estill won the first meeting in 1976 and the most recent one here in 2014. The Garrett County JROTC is on the way to present the colors as the Garrett County Golden Lion Championship Band will play the national anthem. And with that, we'll take a quick break. This is Garrett County Golden Lion football on Golden Lion Sports Network.
Bob Allen Motor Mall is a proud sponsor of Garrett County football. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, all deal-maker priced. Click and save today at boballenmotormall.com.
Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank understands family, tradition, community mean just a little bit more around here. You can see it and hear it, and that's why we take so much pride in what we do. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Garrard County is our special place. And that's why Hunt Insurance Agency is proud to serve the insurance needs of local businesses, families, and individuals. We build relationships that last because getting to know you and your personal needs is what we do best. Hunt Insurance Agency.
I'm Holly Peak with Exit Realty, your hometown realtor. I love seeing old friends and meeting new. Buying, selling, I know the value of our area. Our 3D virtual tour will sell your home fast. Like you, I'm sold on the Golden Lions.
And that was the national anthem played by our championship marching band under the direction of Professor Chris Vance,
Godfather,
and Dr. Noel Green, as they will be in competition tomorrow, Coach, as they go north to East Jessamine.
Yes.
As they are, it's a 3A battle. They will have a couple of 4A. I think Tate's Creek is going to be there. I know Bull County, most of the folks that they're normally competing with will be in there. But Dr. Vance said he is very excited about the progression of the band and where we are right now.
Yeah, I tell you, I couldn't be more proud of our band, the work that Mr. Vance, Mr. Green kind of puts into it. Great support from our parents. Couldn't be more happy. The band trailer's getting new wrapping. There's going to be a new rig bought.
Fantastic.
So, it's one of those things as school and district leaders, it's important that we make sure we support the great things that's going on in Garrett County. I want to give a special shout out here.
I love special
So
shout-outs.
I have got an aunt named Diane Smith that has checked in from Tennessee.
Let's
I
go.
believe. I think she's down visiting her son, my first cousin, Rick Casey, which is recovering from some medical issues. And Rick, if you're listening, buddy, I'm glad you're recovering. I love you, my friend. And I want to tell you something. Today's Diane's birthday.
Happy birthday.
This is a football game, so you don't want to hear a sob story. But, here's the only thing I tell you. The lowest moment that I've had. Diane was there to really help me, to kind of propel me and assist me. And, I will always be in forever debt to Diane. So, Diane, I love you. Happy birthday. I hope everything's going well for you.
Fantastic. And just like Diane, let us know where you're listening from. If it's your birthday, we'll wish you a happy birthday as well. But we want to know where everybody's rooting on the lines from tonight.
So we do got some check-ins.
Let's do it.
So our man Elijah Jones.
He's first.
Man,
I was worried about
first time every night.
We were all talking like, hey, Elijah has not checked in yet. But as soon as I said that to you, bam, he came through.
Hey, and speaking of rock stars, my mom has checked in.
Oh, my gosh.
It's a family reunion up here.
You can't give a shout-out to Aunt without giving one to Mom.
Hey, Renee Grider, man, I couldn't have asked for a better mom. I tell you what, I know there's some great moms out there, but I think I got the best one.
So, Mom,
I love you. I'm glad that you're listening here tonight.
There's nothing better than a good mom. We both know all about that.
So Margaret Burton has checked in saying, hi, Scott, go GC.
Let's go GC. Margaret Burton is a Garrard County fan through and through, as she has a little bit of a bias towards the kicker, as that is going to be her nephew, Zach Daly. Yes, absolutely. Margaret's brother McKinley was up here talking to us earlier. Don't hold that against Margaret. But she is a phenomenal lady, long-time statistician and bookkeeper for the Garrard County Lady Lions when they were making that run back in the 90s.
Great supporter, no doubt. And, man, I couldn't agree with Tyler Seabold, saying India is a rock
star, man. They know. Everybody sees what India does behind the scenes. We didn't even talk about it, but she heads up the project graduation every year.
I wouldn't joke it. Anytime I need anybody, and I know I can trust her.
No doubt.
And she knows she can trust us to always kind of support her in the way that she needs to support her as well. Jen Payne, the Payne family has checked in. The president of the Payne Fan Club has checked in.
Unfortunately, Chandler's out tonight.
That's right.
But we still got the fan club that's rooting on the Garrard County Golden Lions.
No doubt about that. Now, I mean, the family connection continues. Jessica, thank you for listening.
Man.
So I've got the best mom, the best aunt, and definitely the best wife.
Well, you were just talking about offline. You were just talking about when you were, she said, man, I really miss my wife.
I tell you, I love this broadcast.
You do.
But I tell you, I hate that I'm not spending time with my beautiful wife, Jessica.
I understand. Well, we will try to make it as quick as possible. Hopefully, Garrard County can have a running clock tonight so you can get back home to Jess.
That'd be all right. Yeah, and then Sharon Barnes has checked in saying, go Garrett.
Let's go GC, as we are 4 minutes away from tonight's kickoff, as we're awaiting Garrard County, as the captains are going to be coming on the field with Coach Spencer Crutchfield, as it looks like Trenton Ison, JT Parsons, Hayden Elliman, and Big Mason Sula will be coming out tonight. Yellow pants, Cardinal jerseys, white numbers with a Cardinal helmet and a gold.
And I tell you, it looks a traditional uniform. And speaking of tradition, Mike Grimes has checked in saying, go GC. I'm a longtime fan, and he played back in 1972.
1972.
Wow.
Mike Grimes. We were talking about earlier, we were talking about McKinley. He was talking about the 1978 game that they won. Said he scored a touchdown, but it was after Wilbur Dunn had already scored 3.
Well, I'm still going to give Fred credit. I'm going to give Fred credit. I mean,
that's a touchdown.
That touchdown probably won the game.
Margaret, I know you're listening. We may need to fact check that one just to make sure he's telling us exactly right.
Hey, Lisa Miller, let's go GC. Let's get this win tonight. Hey, our friend from Rome has checked in.
Hey, Rome, Georgia.
Rome,
Georgia. That's
Judy Gardner.
Hayden Elliman's grandmother.
That's right.
As Rome, Georgia, we had the opportunity to meet Miss Judy as she was at the tailgate for homecoming.
Man, I enjoyed meeting her.
And she had a lovely lady that came up with her, drove up, and it was so awesome to get to meet them.
So kind of rounding out our check-ins, Billy Goldsmith. Big game boys, make us proud. Good reports on Kendall McCain.
I saw Kendall Billy at church on Sunday. I embarrassed him. I told him we were glad he was there. We was praying for him, and it was so good to see him. And he was back in there, and I told him, I said, Coach Goldsmith's been keeping us updated, and we appreciate that. We'll take our last break as the captains are going to be at midfield for tonight's coin flip to see who starts with the football, as Garrard County Golden Lions are hosting the Estill County Engineers. We'll be back. This is Garrard County Golden Lion football on Golden Lion Sports Network.
First-time homeowner, I didn't know anything about the loan process, so that's why we decided to go with First Southern.
Process with First Southern was exactly how I pictured it.
They were just very welcoming and made me feel like I had known them forever the minute that I walked through the door.
Since 1967, Urban Group Realtors and Auctioneers have helped folks with their farms, commercial property, auction needs, and of course, dream homes.
The Urban Group Realtors and auctioneers. No one sells it better.
Since 1951, Danville Office Equipment has dedicated itself to providing personal service and superior office products for our customers. We take a lot of pride in their success because that's how we measure ours. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
Farmers National Bank believes investing in education is the best way to build a stronger community. Good luck to all the Garrett County students in the classroom and on the playing fields. Go Lions!
And welcome back, folks, as the flip has been made at half court, or at half midfield. Half
Here we
court.
go.
I'm not quite there yet.
Reference.
That's our first So what is today's date? I made it to October the 14th at 7:29 before I made my first basketball reference. That's pretty good. That's progress. Here comes the Garrett County Golden Lions. As Lois Ray, that's in there tonight, is going to be so proud that the Cowbells are back in force.
So let's be honest, we're a part of a Facebook message group.
We are.
And there was definitely a lot of focused attention this week of letting the football players hear the crowd.
Sure.
And they referenced
Lois Ray.
They said, we need Lois Ray back.
We were talking about how great the crowd was for homecoming night, and I always hate it when we have a home game on fall break just because we have so many people that's out. But looking around tonight, this is a phenomenal crowd.
Great crowd.
Lots of energy in Dye House Stadium for tonight's football action. And you're right, Coach. This is what it's all about. Friday night, under the lights, fall weather, getting a little cool. District football. This is what it's all about. I love high school football. I always liked it when I was watching from the stands because I was too much of a wimp to be playing it on the sidelines. But it has always been a fixture for this community.
There's no doubt about that. We say this all the time, but football, hosting a home football game, especially district, especially once you get kind of in October, man, it just has a special feel to it. The weather starts turning a little bit cooler, and man, the crowd comes out. It's a community event. The community kind of comes out. They celebrate together. We were just talking about off the air how special a place that Garrett County is, that we are a community-driven entity. I mean, we just love having the support that we have.
Estill County wins tonight's coin flip as they will defer to the second half and kick off the Garrett County Golden Lions. Kim Hewitt listened in and said, let's go GC. Gary McPherson said, good luck, Lions, as he understands how big of a football game this is. Number 12, Zach Young, set to kick off for the Estill County Engineers as Malachi Simmons and Cam Peak deep for the Garrett County Golden Lions. Kick is going to be fielded by Hayden Element off the right side. He's going to make two people miss. He's going to get out to just past the 40-yard line where Garrett County will start their first drive, 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line.
Yeah, great field position to kind of start this game for the Garrett County Gold Lions. And I tell you, these first couple of series I think are really important, Scott, to kind of really set the tone, set the mood for this game. Garrett County is without a couple starting offensive linemen tonight, so I think it's really critical to kind of get some success early and then build upon that success.
Get this crowd involved early.
Get the crowd involved.
Hayden Holcomb back for his second start as the Garrett County QB1, as Justin Parsons, we'll talk a little bit more later, is out because he just had knee surgery this week. Handoff's going to be to Cam Peak. He's going to gain about 2, possibly 3 on the first carry off the left side.
So Debbie Record has checked in saying, go Caleb Witt.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And McKinley's reminding us he scored in 78.
Well, here's what I'll tell you. If you've got to get on there to defend yourself, did you really score?
Hey, I'm Team McKinley.
I love Fred. I love McKinley. But we're going to have to check the record books. We're going to put Daniel Hopkins on that one to make sure that he gets us a little bit. 2nd and 8 for the Garrett County Gold Lions. Pistol formation, twins to the right, twins to the left, as Holcomb is going to set and drop and throw one to Hayden Element off the right side. Hit right at the original line of scrimmage. May get back to where there was a gain of 0 as he had to work really hard to get back to that point, but it'll be 3rd and 8 for Garrett County from their own 42-yard line.
So, the second start for Hayden Holcomb up here, and I think it's really important to kind of get Hayden some success kind of built in earlier, kind of early in the game, and kind of, let him kind of feel more comfortable and kind of a piece out there. And I also think that's one of those things that kind of sets up later plays, making sure Estill County isn't crowding the box.
3rd and 8 for the Garrett County Golden Lions as Hayden Holcomb is going to be in shotgun formation as he's going to turn and slip 1 to Malachi Simmons. He's going to get a first down and more as he's going to fall forward into Estill County territory. We're going to be first down, a Bob Allen first down. We got a special shout out, Coach Gresham, to my main man, Rakesh Patel. Rakesh Patel. He is the owner operator. He and his lovely wife down at Hill of Beans in northern Garrett County by Camp Dick Robinson Elementary. I call it, his name's Rock. I call him Rock. I saw him this morning stop in and get some donuts for my daughter and some coffee for me. And I'm telling you, if you don't know Rock, go down there and visit him at Hill of Beans. Rakesh Patel, number 1 in my book. 1st and 10, Garrett County Golden Lions as Hayden Holcomb awaiting the snap, trying to get Estill County to come off sides, but unsuccessful as he's going to be a handoff, inside handoff this time to Simmons. Is play blown dead?
Yeah, not a whole lot there. It was kind of a little bit of a quick whistle, but I do think a lot of the momentum had kind of been stopped right there.
Okay, I heard that whistle. I was like, I couldn't tell exactly if he had blown it dead or if he was going to go. So it's going to be 2nd and 9, Garrett County.
Mike Adams said, "Let's go GC."
Let's go.
And then Jessica Kearney, "Let's go GC."
I tell you what, you talk about an angel. Somebody that's married to Justin, 45, Officer 45. They actually had an anniversary this week. Happy anniversary to my main man, Jessica, or 45, Justin Kearney and Jessica Kearney, as they are celebrating I'm not sure which one, maybe 5th. I'm going to say it's 5th because facts are optional, as it's going to be a throw out into the flat as Garrett County is going to get right back to the line of scrimmage. Be 3rd and 8, Garrett County.
So I tell you what I think one of the game plans that Coach Crutchfield has here tonight, and I think we've already seen it a little bit, is he's really spreading Estill County out here, and Hayden had the opportunity, kind of looked like he could kind of throw it to either side there, and so I kind of like that. I think it's kind of trying to take advantage and kind of getting Estill County kind of spread out, and then maybe hitting Estill County with a big run by Simmons or Peak.
3rd and 9, Garrett County from the Estill County 47-yard line. Holcomb awaiting the snap as he's going to give to Cam Peak. This time off the left side. He's going to make one person miss. He's going to cut it back inside and going to be just short of the first down. Going to gain about 5. Going to bring up 4th and 4, 4th and 5 for Garrett County from the Estill County 43-yard line.
Yeah, and I think this is definitely 4-down territory here with Garrett County having the ball in the Estill County 43-yard line. And it wouldn't surprise me. The first thing that Garrett County tries to do is kind of tries to get Estill County kind of jump off sides and pick up a cheap first down. But if not, I definitely think Garrett County will put the ball in Peak or Simmons' hand to try to pick up this big first down.
8 minutes and 1 second to go on your Urban Group scoreboard here in the first quarter. Garrett County with their first opening drive of the night. Holcomb is going to wait. He fumbles the snap. He gets it back. He's going to try to run for it outside as he makes one person miss, gets his head up back to the line of scrimmage. But Garrett County will turn over on downs as Estill County will take over from their own 43-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. And one of the things we talked a lot about during the week, Scott, is, Garrett County really possessed the ball well against Bell County and really drove the ball in Bell County territory almost every single possession.
They did.
But when it was time to make the big play, that's kind of what happened. The snap was kind of mishandled and just kind of hard to kind of bounce back from that on 4th down for that drive. But now the Garrett County defense needs to step up and prevent this Estill County offense. And I would tell you right now, looking at some of their film, Caden Arvin is really going to get a lot of touches here for Estill County.
That's number 21. Their quarterback is number 2, Caleb Witt, as he is awaiting the snap. Senior. We haven't seen a senior quarterback in a while as they're going to hand it off to Arvin. He's going to be dropped in the backfield by Nathaniel Daugherty.
My goodness.
Coming from the outside defensive end position. When we had the great catwalk, as we call it, the lion walk, he comes down there.
Goodness.
I slapped Nathaniel on the back. I said, 20 tackles tonight. He's 1 for 1.
I mean, this is you.
He's 1 for 1.
I'm giving you credit for that.
You should. I told him, I slapped him on the back. I said, let's go, as he was a former CDR Bobcat back in the day.
So one thing that has hit me, we did have an Estill County check-in. So we love it when
Caleb
our visiting
Witt.
fans
Yes,
kind of check in there. So, man, we love that.
Absolutely. We do enjoy that because we actually have a Witt that is on our sideline. That is Lucas Cooper Witt. And I was like, man, his name's not Cameron, but they're talking about somebody else. It's going to be a handoff off the left side. Garrett County defensively drives Arvin back again for a loss. as that was 2nd and 16. Now this will bring up more like 3rd and about 18 as Trent Nyson was the first to him.
I tell you what, Jeff, you talked about the crowd kind of getting into it. This crowd is enjoying
exactly
the
what we
Garrett County
need.
defense.
I love it, man. I love it. Ronnie Wardrop comes up and says, let's go, GC. Listen to this. My main man, Roy Gambrell, checking in, listening to you tonight.
Roy.
He says, miss you guys. I tell you what, Officer Roy now is SRO at his hometown, Keavy, down in London, Kentucky. We miss Officer Roy as he was a longtime Lancaster police officer and SRO at Camp Dick Robinson Elementary. One of the finest. Thanks for all you do, my man. We sure do miss you and your family. 3rd and 18 for the Estill County Engineers. Going to be a handoff to Arvin. Flag thrown as, man, Mason Sula just absolutely cleans house there as this is going to be against Estill County as Spencer Crutchfield says they are going to decline.
It's going to be movement on Estill County.
On the line, yep.
And I want to tell you, folks, this Garrett County defense, we've talked about, actually, our good friend Chuck Hunt.
Yes, we talked about it today.
Talked about it today, how impressive the Garrett County defense has been, playing with energy and enthusiasm. And, folks, Estill County just ran 3 plays and lost yardage on every single play. That Estill County ran on.
It's going to be 4th and 19 as Estill County is going to be set to punt as Aaron Williams, a 6-foot senior, is going to be set back for Estill County as Hayden Elliman is back deep for the Garrett County goal lines to field this punt. Waiting the snap. Snap is good, and the punt is away. It's going to be a line drive that's going to land in Garrett County territory and take a favorable Estill County bounce as Garrett County will take over 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line. And, Coach, you gotta really like that energy and execution.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Tough Morris has checked in saying, let's go, Garrett. And no doubt about that. And energy can kind of transfer. So, the Garrett County offense has definitely kind of seen what the Garrett County defense is capable of doing. So let's see if that kind of transfers here and see if Garrett County can kind of have a sustainable drive and put some points on the board here with the Overland Group scoreboard. 5 minutes and 55 seconds left here in the first quarter. This game is scoreless at this moment.
Hayden Elliman slides in a quarterback for Garrett County goal lines in the pistol formation. As we saw Hayden take a few snaps last week as he's going to fake the handoff and wildcat. He'll gain about 1, bring up 2nd and 9 for Garrett County. As we saw Hayden, we talked about Hayden and how he runs with the football, and, man, he runs mad.
Yeah, he runs with a purpose. He definitely runs like he's angry, and we've seen him pick up some really big yards for Garrett County's offense. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give Estill County's defensive line credit. Estill County's got some big, strong boys playing up there on the defensive line, so kind of giving Garrett County a little bit of struggle early on. But Garrett County's I'm sure is going to make some adjustments.
2nd and 9 for Garrett County as Hayden Holcomb will have trips to his left as he's going to pitch to Malachi Simmons just off the left side as he's going to gain another maybe yard, possibly 2. Will bring up 3rd and a long 7 for the Garrett County Lions.
Yeah, one of the names that we're definitely going to mention a lot for Estill County on defense is number 22, Braden Waddle. And we looked at the tackles coming into this game, and, man, I think he has almost 90 tackles for the season.
Yes,
so
he has.
Really active, and we've kind of seen how active Waddle is on the defensive side of the football. Garrett County's got an opportunity here with 3rd and 8. Give Hayden some time, or really trying to get Simmons or peek on the edge and pick up a big first down.
Our dude Barry Walton checks in tonight, says let's get it done, GC. As I've seen some pictures, Barry's been catching some hogs down at the lake as he is a fisherman from way back. Holcomb set to throw as he's going to throw one down the field as he just off the fingertips of Hayden Elliman. As, man, that was a good route run by Elliman, a good ball thrown by Holcomb, and just out the outstretched hands.
Well, I'll tell you, the Garrett County coaching staff, and I definitely think they've got a concern there wasn't a lot of contact,
but he was bumped.
But the Estill County the defender kind of kicked or kind of made contact with Hayden's foot there, and it definitely caused Hayden to kind of lose a step, and I think that step, Hayden kind of catches that football with that step.
Oh, no doubt about it. Set to punt for the Garrett County goal line. It's going to be Jagger Wood, as he had missed a few games with injury, and he's been back the last couple. Really nice punt, as it is going to fall into that is Estill County territory. Bounce out of bounds. Estill County will have it 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line.
And there's a penalty. There's a flag on the field, and this is going to be a penalty against Estill County for unsportsmanlike conduct or a personal foul. There was kind of you might be able to call it kind of a cheap shot there. Yeah.
Couldn't really see it on that replay. So cheap shot is going to be back. The Estill County Engineers up 15 yards. 4:15 to go here in this first quarter as on your Urban Group scoreboard as Garrett County and Estill County all knotted up at 0 as Garrett County will set to have their second defensive stand.
And I tell you, if the second defensive series is like the first one, Garrett might get a safety here. I mean, we saw Garrett, really be aggressive there. So now, with that being said, Estill County's well coached, and I wouldn't, it wouldn't shock me to see some play action or some misdirection, try to take advantage of how aggressive Garrett County's been on defense.
Caleb Witt, shotgun formation. As he is going to have Stevens going to be just behind. He's going to fake the handoff to Stevens, give it to Arvin off the right side as he's going to be dropped for another loss, as that's a 3-yard loss that time. As it looked like Daugherty and who else was on there? Was that Ison was in on that one too?
Yeah, and I think Smith kind of came up there and kind of gave some support. And I tell you what happened, J.T. Parsons really got into the backfield and kind of disrupted the flow of that play and then allowed the Garrett County defenders to kind of come in and clean it up. Speaking of J.T., definitely want to wish his brother, Justin, a speedy recovery. Had a successful surgery this week. So, Justin, bud, hang in there, buddy. We can't wait to see you back on the field, the court, support. I mean,
baseball field. The whole 9 yards. We love Justin and JT. Great family, great boys, and he's done an outstanding job. This time it's going to be a handoff to the big fullback, as that is going to be number 14, Jeremiah Stevens, a 6'1", 260-pound senior, as he's going to rumble and stumble back just short of the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 11 for the goal line, or excuse me, for Estill County.
Yeah, Daryl Seabold has checked in saying, "Let's go GC." And then Nikki Norris has checked in. Let's go, GC.
Nikki Norris sitting right in front of us as we told her. I said, I want you to be loud and proud as Estill County 3rd and 12. As Arvin is going to be in the shotgun formation right behind Caleb Witt, his quarterback, as he's going to have trips to his left, his single to his right. Witt looking over Garrett County defense.
It's going to be movement on Estill County.
We're going to have movement, as that will be against Estill County. Will back them up 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 17 as our man Chuck Hunt's checked in. Said sorry
Chuck,
he couldn't make it tonight, so he and his lovely daughter Taylor.
Now, do you think it's because he spent so much time
probably
with us today?
he said he didn't want to see us again.
Man, it's your all's fault.
He and Taylor are watching on Facebook. Taylor has had knee surgery, doing great. Doing great, as we're so excited that she is doing great, and Chuck is as well. Pass is going to be deflected. And Mason Sula, he was trying to crawl on his knees
he saw
to get there.
The opportunity to score a touchdown.
And he just couldn't get to it. It'll be 4th and 17. As I tell you, the first 6 defensive plays for Garrett County from the line of scrimmage have been dominant.
It's resulted in probably minus 30 yards for us.
It's been dominant.
I mean, I'll be honest, I've never really seen the start of a football game.
Pretty impressive.
Where the defense has absolutely dominated to this degree.
Mason Sula thought he was going to get that one. I did too.
I thought he was too.
I did too. Like, he saw it, he just couldn't get another foot. It would have been an interception. As Estill County awaiting the snap, as they were shy one player.
It's about to be a delay of game.
About to be a delay of game. They can't back up too much farther. He'll be on Hagan Court. As snap is going to be good. It's going to be a short punt. It's going to fall in Bell County territory. Excuse me. Why am I saying that? Estill County territory. Garrett County will take over their third possession on the 45. As Garrett County will have good field position here on your Urban Group scoreboard. 2:25 to go here in the first quarter. And Coach, defensively, couldn't ask for a better start.
You really can't. And at the end of the day, we talk about hidden yards in football. And what a hidden yard is basically if, Garrett County started the last drive on their own 35-yard line and starts this drive at the Estill County 45. So that's really a 20-yard gain out of hidden yards there. And Garrett County's offense needs to take advantage of this.
Got to take advantage of it.
Hayden Holcomb is going to hand off to Simmons this time off the right side as he's going to get some really nice positive yardage. First and 10 for Garrett County. Probably a gain of 4. Bring up 2nd and 6, Garrett County.
Yeah, Tristan Murphy doing a nice job of kind of moving his man Caleb Center's doing a good job of being active. Kind of probably the best run that Garrett County's had in between the tackles here. So hopefully kind of seeing a whole lot of more of that here coming here soon.
Middle linebacker Braden Waddle, I'm not sure how I say that. My apologies, leads Estill County with 94 tackles this year, as Cam Peak's going to get the call this time off the right side as he dodges one defender and ends up falling into a couple more. No gain on the play. 3rd and 7 for the Garrett County Gold Lions.
Well, no doubt about it. Estill County, again, they're well coached, and one of the things that we're seeing is, especially on the perimeter, how aggressive Estill County's kind of being here. And I'm going to tell you something. I would just say keep in mind, Coach Crutchfield is seeing that. Wouldn't be surprised to kind of slip a back out in the flats. We've seen Garrett County make some big plays with that, and the last pass play to Hayden Elliman just about resulted in a big play. So when Estill County's being that aggressive, it wouldn't shock me to see Garrett County go over the top here soon.
Trips to the short side of the field for Hayden as he's going to drop and throw to the right side. It's going to be a catch for a first down, as that is going to be number 19, Houston Barnes. That's going to get a first down and more, as it's going to be 1st and 10 Garrett County from the 29-yard line, as that's a Bob Allen first down for Garrett County.
Yeah, love seeing great things happen there for Houston Barnes, man. Watch, such a great kid, great support from home, great parents, really been able to kind of see Houston kind of grow up playing football. Love seeing him make a big play, picking up a big first down for Garrett County.
So I'll have to be honest. Houston Barnes making a play makes me feel really old.
We're not getting any younger.
We're not getting younger. I grew up with his mom, known her my whole life, and knowing that Houston is out there playing really makes me feel old. Great job, Houston Barnes. It's going to be 1st and 10, Garrett County. Hayden Holcomb is going to put Cam Peak in motion, going to give him the flip he's got a little edge on the right side, as he's going to get hit on the outside, as that was, we just talked about him, Braden Waddle, as he's going to be knocked, I guess he's going to get probably 4 or 5 and bring up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, good job there with the offensive line kind of blocking on the perimeter there. If Garrett County could have secured a couple blocks there on the edge, might have been 6 right there for Garrett County. Garrett County's done a nice job, I think, of starting to kind of get Estill County off balance here, kind of hit them in the middle, having the passing game being active, and then getting Pete going on the perimeter.
Sharon Graham says, we are Garrett, and that's right. We need to punch one in here, as Holcomb is going to hand off to Malachi Simmons, as he's going to get in. Absolutely runs over an Estill County engineer. As I'll tell you, we've talked about it the last few weeks with the addition of Cam Peak coming back. They are definitely thunder and lightning, and thunder was felt that time as Malachi takes the football and lowers his head. Going to bring up 3rd and 2 for the Garrett County Golden Lions from the Estill County 21, and with that, it brings us to the end of the first quarter with no breaks. As we've talked the whole time, this is your Estill County and Garrett County all knotted up at 0. This is Garrett County Golden Lion football, Golden Lion Sports Network.
Friendly service from people you know. That's Sutton Pharmacy. We are a hometown community pharmacy with old-fashioned values, experience, and the latest technology and resources. Sutton Pharmacy, dedicated to providing the very best for you. Go Lions!
Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us.
Whitaker Bank has always been more than just a bank. We're a locally owned, community-driven institution made up of your friends and neighbors. And of course, Golden Lion fans just like you. Garrett County and Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky. Member FDIC.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV.
And welcome back, folks. Die House Stadium is the place for tonight's action as the Garrett County Golden Lions have welcomed in Estill County Engineers into the first quarter. It's all knotted up at 0 here on your Irving Group scoreboard as Garrett County will take over again, 3rd down and 2 to start this quarter.
Yeah, definitely 4-down territory here, Scott.
Hayden Holcomb is going to fake the handoff this time. Looked like a little bit of a busted, confused play there, as that is going to be a loss of about 4, which will bring up 4th and 7.
So, I think that might have been a design run by Hayden. And I tell you what's been happening is Estill County's been so aggressive hitting the perimeter. So I think the hope there was Estill would over-pursue the perimeter, and then Garrett County trying to take advantage of that, kind of going right up the gut for a first down. big play by Estill County kind of puts Garrett County back in maybe a 4th down and 6 here.
Garrett County will break the huddle as Caleb Centers, our center, is going to be the first one to the football as Hayden Holcomb looking over Estill County defense. As he's going to have trips to his right. He's going to roll out to his right, looking to throw the football as he's actually going to pull it down and run as he's going to get positive yardage, but it looks like he's about a yard short maybe.
Yeah, he's a yard short.
Maybe a yard short. I will say a short yard short as that is going to be a turnover on downs as Estill County will come over as man. He was right there. He did a real nice job. Estill County covered up our receivers and pulled it down, but didn't quite get enough yardage.
Yeah, kind of come up a little bit short there. So good effort there by Hayden Holcomb. And let's hope that this Garrett County defense can kind of keep humming here and kind of limit the yards here by Estill County, get the ball back in great field position.
Jamie Hawker says, Scott, are you calling Andrea Barnes old too?
Well, no.
Listen, Jamie, I'm smarter.
I'm team Andrea Barnes.
Here's what I'll tell you. I am old, and I'm the same age as Andrea, but I am not calling her old because I'm smarter than that. Not much. As it's going to be 1st and 10, Estill County as they hand it off to Arvin off the right side as he's going to get positive yardage. Not much. We'll give him a gain of about 2 as it'll be 2nd and 8 Estill County Engineers.
I tell you, our friend Matt Porter is exactly right. Great defense here by the Garrett County Gold Lions.
Matt Porter has seen some high school football snaps over the years, about as many as anybody down here, and he knows good football when he sees it. And I absolutely know he's right as Jeff Hester has the defense primed and ready tonight. 2nd and 8, Estill County.
Kathy Durham says, let's go. Kathy Denham saying, let's go Garrett.
Let's go GC. Taylor Bird also says, let's go Garrett County as it's 2nd and 6 for Estill County. As awaiting the snap is Estill as they're going to hand off to, can't really tell. I think that's Arvin again up the middle as he will maybe fall forward for 1. I'm not quite sure. I'm not going to give him any as it's going to be 3rd and 7 again for Estill County.
And we've seen Mason Sula absolutely dominate on the defensive line. I hope Estill keeps running the 77. I'm not so sure if I'm Estill County. I get up to the line of scrimmage and find Mason Sula and maybe go the other way.
Opposite way.
But, man, I tell you what, Mason Sula's really been in the backfield, causing a lot of disruption. Nathaniel Daugherty, man, we've mentioned his name 2 or 3 times already as well.
No doubt. As Caleb Whitt brings the Engineers out of the huddle, as this time he's going to have his big fullback directly behind him, Jeremiah Stevens. As he's going to wait, he's going to run the option to the right, actually looking to throw it this time. Is this going to be overthrown as he was trying to find Landon Rollins, the 6'5", 250-pound tight end, as that is going to be an incomplete pass, bring up a punting down for Estill County as Garrett County again, defense stands.
Yeah, I tell you, I watched the Garrett County Rockcastle game in terms of our show prep here, Scott.
Estill County.
I'm sorry. What did I say?
Garrett County. County. That's next week.
Well, I saw it already.
Your preview. Don't tell us what happened.
How'd we do?
Yeah, we're going to be happy leaving Mount Vernon next week.
I like it.
But I didn't see Estill County punt all night.
Well,
we've seen them punt 3 times now.
As this snap is high again, as they've had a couple high snaps. Nice punt this time. Line drive is going to hit the ground right at midfield. Going to take an Estill County bounce as Garrett County will take over 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. As coach, defensively, both teams have played really, really well. Garrett County has been able to move the football effectively. Not good enough as we've not been able to punch anything in.
Yeah, and I tell you, this is, I think, a filling out process, especially for, Coach Crutchfield. Kyle on the offense kind of filling out how the offensive line is doing here tonight, down a couple of starters. But, man, I tell you, in football we always say the next man up.
That's right.
So when you have the opportunity, you maximize that opportunity, make the best of it, and just kind of playing around to kind of see what's going to work to take advantage.
1st and 10, Garrett County has twins to both sides for Hayden Holcomb as he's going to fake the handoff, throw it down the flat to Hayden Eltman as he's going to make one person miss as he's going to get another. It looks like he gets cleaned up there by number 34 as that is Hayden Fletcher as gets back to the original line of scrimmage and bring up 2nd and 10, 2nd and 9 as our man Tyler Collier says let's steamroll right over these Engineer boys, and man, I love that as he's exactly right as these Engineers, if you've ever been over there, they have a brand new facility in Estill County. I love it. I drove by it. We haven't got a chance to play on it yet, but they always had a big caboose over there.
Yeah.
Really cool. We always wanted to broadcast on top of the caboose, never could make that happen as this time it's going to be a handoff to Simmons up the middle as he's going to be hit by multiple folks. It looks like the first one that was hit there was Alexander Brasher as he will gain about 3, maybe 2. We'll bring up 3rd and 7.
So I tell you, for both of these teams, getting positive yardage in between the tackles has definitely been a tall order. So both of these defenses are stout up the middle. You know, we talked about this already a couple of times, but man, Estill County has got some really large, strong defensive linemen in there. Number 79, Trey Burns, 6 foot, 292 pound, and he's kind of hard to move. And he's doing a real nice job of getting in the backfield and kind of disrupting things for the Garrett County run and attack.
3rd and 7 for Garrett County as Holcomb will put Peak into motion as he's going to turn and look to throw out to Peak. This time he's going to, as the ball was almost picked off, as it's going to be incomplete. 4th and 6 as Kim Daly checks in, says, let's go GC. Watching from Myrtle Beach. Watching from Myrtle Beach.
Rub it in,
What
Kim.
about that? She's down there on a golf trip. I'm sure she's probably playing
Work
golf.
related. I think there's a conference down there.
Whatever. As she's out there on the beach, as she is always rooting for Garrett County Golden Lions, but especially
Kim,
Zach Daly.
And I tell you, McKinley was talking about how much he missed you, Kim.
He misses you, Kim.
Yeah.
She knows that's right. She knows that's right. We'll be 4th and 6 as Garrett County awaiting on the snap. That is Jagger Wood, as he's going to get a boomer off. Really nice punt as it's going to fall in Estill County territory, but kick backwards as Estill County will take over 1st and 10. I just got a text from my main man, Wendell Combs, listening in, so let's go GC, as he loves watching high school athletics, but especially Garrett County, as he's from Eastern Kentucky. We get to talk on court.
Dude.
Great dude, man. Great dude. I always love, and he hadn't done it in a while. I haven't heard it when he calls in to for KSR talk shows. He usually does some pregame, postgame shows because he's usually working during the day, but that's always a good time. 1st and 10, Engineers. Garrett County, your Urban Group scoreboard at 7 minutes and 47 seconds to go. 0-0 is your score as Estill County awaiting the snap. Going to hand off to Arvin off the right side. A little jet sweep. He's going to be stuck right at the line of scrimmage. Big hit that time by Andrew Sparks. I believe was the first one to him, and JT Parsons.
I tell you, just again, great defense by the Garrett County goal lines, really being aggressive, really limited. You know, Arvin was really effective running the football, the game that I saw against Rockcastle County. So, again, just continue to be really impressed with how well this Garrett County defense is playing. And, folks, both these teams run the ball, and, man, this is a quick game.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for Estill County as we are awaiting the snap. As there's going to be a flag on the play. And looks like that's going to be Estill County.
Yeah,
Hey,
no,
I got to tell you something. So the other day we've got a local fella named Anthony Dotson. He is Garrett County graduate. He and his wife. He is starting up a beer cheese. It's called Double D's Beer Cheese. And let me tell you, I bought some from him the other day.
Oh, my goodness.
Phenomenal.
I need to try some.
As he is a great dude. And absolutely. So if you want it's Double D's Beer Cheese. I've got the card here. Anthony Dotson, 859-699-5803. Check him out as he is also kin to Cam Peak, one of our Garrett County Golden Lions.
Wow.
Going to be an inside handoff going nowhere as Garrett County drops them for another loss. As, man, I tell you what, defensively, Coach, this is about as good as I've seen them play.
Yeah, I mean, and, Garrett County's not only stopping the run, Garrett County's pushing the offensive line back. Linebackers are being really active and kind of getting in the backfield and making some big-time plays for Garrett County. Sets up a 3rd down and 7 for Estill.
3rd and 7, Estill County, 6:15 to go on your Urban Group scoreboard. As Arvin is going to be right behind senior quarterback Caleb Witt.
Timeout, Estill County.
Timeout, Estill County, and with that, we'll take a timeout too. This is Garrett County Golden Lion Football, the Golden Lion Sports Network.
Bob Allen Motor Mall is a proud sponsor of Garrett County football. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, all deal-maker priced. Click and save today at boballenmotormall.com.
Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank understands family, tradition, community mean just a little bit more around here. You can see it and hear it. And that's why we take so much pride in what we do. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank. Your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Garrard County is our special place. And that's why Hunt Insurance Agency is proud to serve the insurance needs of local businesses, families, and individuals. We build relationships that last because getting to know you and your personal needs is what we do best. Hunt Insurance Agency.
I'm Holly Peak with Exit Realty, your hometown realtor. I love seeing old friends and meeting new, Buying, selling, I know the value of our area. Our 3D virtual tour will sell your home fast. Like you, I'm sold on the Golden Lions.
And welcome back. This is 3rd and 7. The Garrett County snap, or Estill County snap, is.
So here's what happened. The center snapped the ball.
Yeah.
And Garrett and Estill players kind of both stood around thinking it's offsides. But no, folks, that's a live ball. So the play begins when the center snaps it, right?
And with that, we have a Estill County player that's going to be injured. And so we'll take another timeout as well. This is Garrett County Golden Lion football on Golden Lion Sports Network.
I'm homeowner. I didn't know anything about the loan process, so that's why we decided to go with First Southern.
Process with First Southern was exactly how I pictured it.
They were just very welcoming and made me feel like I had known them forever the minute that I walked through the door.
Since 1967, Urban Group Realtors and Auctioneers have helped folks with their farms, commercial property, auction needs, and of course, dream homes.
The Urban Group Realtors and Auctioneers. No one sells it better.
Since 1951, Danville Office Equipment has dedicated itself to providing personal service and superior office products for our customers. We take a lot of pride in their success because that's how we measure ours. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
Farmers National Bank believes investing in education is the best way to build a stronger community. Good luck to all the Garrett County students in the classroom and on the playing fields. Go Lions!
And welcome back, folks, as Estill County set to punt the football. As awaiting, it's going to be another timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Estill County with their second timeout. 5:28 to go here in the second quarter. Just a quick game reset. It's been a whole lot of not much of offense and a lot of defensive highlights.
So sometimes when two defenses are playing as well as tonight, a lot of times somebody will say, "Man, that was kind of a boring football game." Man, I tell you, no football guy like me, I love this because I'm telling you right now, it's hard nosed. Physical football, and man, two defenses that is playing just top notch here. So kind of interesting that Estill County kind of came out of that timeout with 4th and 11, kind of in punt formation, but it kind of looks to me like maybe Estill County has put their offense back on the field here. They've called a second timeout. Kind of interesting to kind of see what happens. I think what Estill might be trying to do is maybe get Coach Crutchfield maybe burn a timeout if they line up in a formation. Who knows? They might end up trying to go for it as well here.
Special shout out and birthday wish to my cousin Matthew Parsons, Garrett County graduate, as he was number 51 middle linebacker for Garrett County Golden Lions back in the day, as he is celebrating a special birthday. As happy birthday, Matthew, as I know you are watching in, as Garrett County now 4th and 11 is Estill County going for it here, looking probably to try to draw Garrett County offsides. Witt awaiting the snap. Here it is, as he's actually going to quick punt it, as that's a nice play, as he's going to probably get about 30 yards, and then a great that's going to be a great bounce for Estill County. Garrett County will take over 1st and 10 from their own 22-yard line.
So I tell you, we talked about this. Estill County is a really well-coached football team. Head coach Jordan Markham, a lot of respect for Jordan and the job that he does. We've noticed that some of his snaps has been pretty high on punt, and especially that last punt that Estill County had just about sailed over the punter's head. So I'm not sure if Coach Markham was a little bit worried about the snap and ended up just kind of letting the quarterback kind of punt the ball. And I tell you can't argue with the result. Got a great bounce here.
5:18 to go on your Urban Group scoreboard, as Hayden Holcomb awaiting the snap. Malachi Simmons directly behind, as they're going to roll out to the left side. He's going to throw one to Houston Barnes, as the ball will be dropped, as he had Houston open probably for a gain of 6 or 7, but it'll bring up 2nd and 10. Garrett County 5:14 to go.
Yeah, and kind of plays like that is trying to loosen up that interior defense for Estill County. We've talked just about how effective, the Estill County run game has been, or the run defense has been behind Big Trey Barnes. Also, number 22, Braden Waddle here has done just a great job of really limiting the opportunities for Garrett County. Number 62, Caleb Ross is doing a great job for Estill County as well.
2nd and 10, handoff to Malachi Simmons off the left side, following the blocking of the left side interior line. Going to gain about 2, bring up 3rd and 8 for Garrett County. as Coach, it just seems to be, of course, we've got a couple. We've got Hounshell that's out on that interior line. We've got Houston Cloud that's out on that interior line, Bryce Bullock. So we're having a hard time moving that defensive line, but lots of that, so we got some new guys in there.
Yeah, that's right. And, I mean, coming into the game, we've talked about this. Rockcastle and Estill County, the score was 7-3. So this is kind of a game that Estill County is kind of comfortable playing with. But, hey, I'm comfortable with Garrett County's defense here tonight as well.
Hayden Holcomb, 4:34 to go as they're going to fake the snap or fake the handoff, throw it down the middle as he's got Hayden Elman. It's going to be open for the same play that they ran the first quarter that just missed, as that is going to be a 27-yard gain for a Bob Allen first down, Garrett County.
And I tell you, Scott, that's a confidence builder for Hayden Holcomb. Great job of staying in the pocket, being poised, and kind of putting a good football down in the air. And I'm going to tell you something. If the ball is anywhere close to Hayden Edelman, he's going to grab it, and he's going to secure it and make a big play for Garrett County.
Absolutely. We just gave that birthday shout-out to my man, Matt Parsons, but they have just listened in. Happy birthday, cuz. We appreciate you, man, and all the snaps that you put in for Garrett County. Happy birthday to you. Hope you have a great day. It's going to be a first down run for the left side, Malachi Simmons.
Now, the rumor was that Matt always had a real good offensive line coach.
He probably did. I heard about that. Who do you think that might have been?
I don't. I really. I've got, the older I'm getting, the less memory I have here. I tell you right now, Matt Parsons could flat out play the game.
Well,
and I tell you, he learned the perfect 3-point stance from his dad.
I
have never seen a better 3-point stance than what Ken Parsons
can
get
into. Honorable mention All-State. And if you don't believe him, just ask him, and he'll tell you all about it. But if you ever want to learn the 3-point stance, Kenneth L. Parsons will make sure you can catch him at the local Quick Stop any morning about 7 o'clock. It's going to be 2nd and 6 as Holcomb going to roll out to the right side as he's going to have an opening. It's going to be a Houston Barnes as that's going to be a first down. Garrett County back-to-back passes for first down.
And I tell you what Houston Barnes did a great job of catching the football, securing it, and then getting out of bounds there to kind of stop this clock with the Irvin Group scoreboard. 3 minutes and 12 seconds left here in the second quarter with the score tied at 0-0. And I tell you, our friend B. Sebastian is right. He says, just like watching the Bears game.
85 Bears, right?
The Bears.
Is that because of the good defense or the bad offense? I'm not sure which one he's talking about, as Holcomb now is going to hand off to Simmons, which is going to open up a bigger hole now as he's able to hit some of these passes off of both sides, as he's going to gain about 4 for the first down. Going to bring up 2nd and 6, Garrett County.
And I tell you, the Irvin Group scoreboard now has under 3 minutes here in the second quarter here. Garrett County's got some positive momentum going. I'm pretty positive Garrett County has all 3 timeouts remaining. Definitely like to see kind of Garrett County keep Estill County off balance with the run and pass.
Karen Barnes says, let's go GC. Great work, boys. 2nd and 7. Handoff this time to Cam Peak as he's going to jump one person's tackle. He's going to get back to the left, turn against the grain, gain about 4. Bring up 3rd and 3 or 4 for the goal lines as 2:26 to go, and the clock continues to run here in the second quarter.
Yeah, I tell you, great vision there by Cam here. Play called was going to the right. Cam saw an opening to the left, was able to kind of pivot, turn it back to the left. I'm going to tell you, if he would have made that defender miss, Cam would have took that one to the house.
Most recent home series victory is 59-6 victory on October 19th, 2012 for Garrett County. Garrett County's Noah Williams, Weston Rousey, Jalen McPherson, Billy Abney, and Lane Cumby all scored for Garrett County Golden Lions. Going to be a fake handoff or fake pitch as Holcomb is going to keep it. Looks like he's right at the first down marker. I think that's going to be a first down, Garrett County. Give us a Bob Allen first down there. It's depending on the spot. White hat moves in and says first down. Bob Allen first down, Garrett County, 1:53 to go here in the second quarter. Clock continues to run. Nothing to panic about just yet. We have all 3 timeouts. No big deal here. Hayden Holcomb's going to have trips to the short side with Barnes, Element, and Peak. It's going to be a pitch to that side for Simmons, as Simmons is running hard as he refuses to go down, as he's going to gain about 8, maybe 9. I'll bring up 2nd and 1 for for Garrett County against Estill County defense. 1:22 to go, and clock continues to run.
Yeah, definitely like to see the Garrett County goal lines kind of pick up a first down. The first down stops the clock and then allows Garrett County to kind of get a little bit set before the next play.
Jagger Wood's going to split out to the far side of the field as trips to the short side as Holcomb this time just a little bit of a bobble as it's going to be a flag thrown in the middle of the field by the middle official.
That's going to be holding Garrett County.
Waiting the preliminary signal here from White Hat as White Hat is going to tell us it's going to be holding. Garrett County, as Coach Gresham accurately previewed there really quickly.
And I tell you, been a really clean game.
It has.
We've had a holding penalty called against Garrett County. Timeout on the field.
Timeout on the field with Urban Group scoreboard reads all knotted up at 0. 1 minute to go as we'll take a quick break. This is Garrett County Golden Lion Football, Golden Lion Sports Network.
I'm homeowner. I didn't know anything about the loan process, so that's why we decided to go with First Southern.
Process with First Southern was exactly how I pictured it.
They were just very welcoming and made me feel like I had known them forever the minute that I walked through the door.
Since 1967, Urban Group Realtors and Auctioneers have helped folks with their farms, commercial property, auction needs, and of course, dream homes.
The Urban Group Realtors and Auctioneers. No one sells it better.
Since 1951, Danville Office Equipment has dedicated itself to providing personal service and superior office products for our customers. We take a lot of pride in their success because that's how we measure ours. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
Farmers National Bank believes investing in education is the best way to build a stronger community. Good luck to all the Garrett County students in the classroom and on the playing fields. Go Lions!
And welcome back, folks. It's going to be 2nd and 12, Garrett County. Holcomb awaiting the snap as he's going to drop back to throw. As he's going to throw one over the middle floor. As he's going to have Jagger Wood is wide open. And he catches it and just drops it there. Man, what a great play call. Great throw, great route that's ran. And this will bring up 3rd and 12 as coach. A really, really good execution. Just wasn't able to hang on to the football.
Yeah, you just got to be able to kind of catch the football there. So I love the play design. I love the play call, the aggressiveness there. So, hey, Jagger, keep your head up. He'll have another opportunity to make a play.
One of
Absolutely.
Garrett County's favorite sons, Garrison Montgomery, listening in tonight as G Money is my main man, as he always says, for everything. Let's go GC. Love you, G-Man. It's going to be 3rd and 12. Holcomb looking over the defense, trips this time to the wide side of the field. Wood is going to be single on the right side as Simmons is going to get the handoff as he's going to run up the middle of the inside of the offensive line for a gain of about 2, maybe 1. 4th down and 12 as Holcomb is talking to Coach Crutchfield. 38 seconds to go. They're going to let the clock run down and probably take a shot.
Yeah, he's going to let the clock run down probably as much as he possibly can and drop Hayden back and kind of chuck another one down the field there. So, I like the aggressiveness from Garrett County, really trying to, starting to put the ball there in Hayden Holcomb's hands there. And, hey, let's throw it down there and kind of see if Garrett County make a play right before halftime.
What would I do in Tecmo Bowl right here? So, 18 seconds to go. Tecmo Bowl, I'd probably run an all-outs. I would send everybody streaking and throw one deep here. Is this going to be a timeout, Garrett County? We'll keep it here because sometimes they go just a little bit quick. Coach, preview halftime for us and what we've got coming up.
Oh, my goodness, man. We're blessed to kind of have Chris Davis from Farmers National Bank. I mean, we've invited Chris because of the sponsorship from Farmers National Bank. Chris is the vice president here at the Lancaster branch. But, man, I tell you, you're talking about a person that wears a lot of hats.
Oh, man.
I mean,
my goodness.
I'm not so sure if you can't mention something that Chris hasn't served this community in, whether it be a teacher, whether it be the mayor, whether it be a city council member, now a magistrate. So, Chris is you're talking about someone that just loves Garrett County, his family.
That's right.
Mary Davis, mom, serves on the Board of Education.
We'll have,
when you think of the Davis family, man, you think about love of Garrett County.
No joke. And as Karen Barnes just said, as she said, let's go GC, she says thanks to all the sponsors, because without them, this would not be an opportunity for you folks to be able to watch these kiddos and perform on Friday nights when we get the opportunity to do basketball, some baseball, softball. This is all because of our sponsors, and thank you so much. 4th and 12, 9 seconds to go. throw here. Holcomb awaiting the snap as he's going to drop back to throw. Looking off the left side as he's going to roll out to his right as he's going to be chased and going to turn it back upfield. It's going to be fumble, but he's going to recover the football, and that brings the clock to 0. And with that, we're off to halftime, folks. Your Irving Group scoreboard all tied up at goose eggs as Garrett County Golden Lions and the Estill County Engineers tied up at 0. Garrett County Golden Lion football right here on Golden Lion Sports Network.
Friendly service from people you know. That's Sutton Pharmacy. We are a hometown community pharmacy with old-fashioned values, experience, and the latest technology and resources. Sutton Pharmacy, dedicated to providing the very best for you. Go Lions!
Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us.
Whitaker Bank has always been more than just a bank. We're a locally owned, community-driven institution made up of your friends and neighbors. And of course, Golden Lion fans just like you. Garrett County and Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV. Bob Allen Motor Mall is a proud sponsor of Garrett County football. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, all deal-maker priced. Click and save today at boballenmotormall.com.
Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank understands family, tradition, community mean just a little bit more around here. You can see it and hear it. And that's why we take so much pride in what we do. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank. Your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Garrard County is our special place. And that's why Hunt Insurance Agency is proud to serve the insurance needs of local businesses, families, and individuals. We build relationships that last because getting to know you and your personal needs is what we do best. Hunt Insurance Agency.
I'm Holly Peak with Exit Realty, your hometown realtor. I love seeing old friends and meeting new. Buying, selling, I know the value of our area. Our 3D virtual tour will sell your home fast. Like you, I'm sold on the Golden Lions.
For 7th graders, Kate Allen. Maddie
And welcome back, folks. Die House Stadium is the place tonight for tonight's slobber knocker as the Garrett County Golden Lions are all knotted up with the Estill County Engineers, as right now they're paying tribute to our 14-1 middle school soccer, ladies soccer champions, Coach Gresham, as they came down and really played well all year. Had the conference championship against the only team that had beat them that last revenge. Came home with the championship. Congratulations,
with a
ladies.
big police escort.
Big police escort. Yeah. We're so happy to be joined now by our friend and brother, Christopher Davis, the man. As we talked about, Chris, before you came up here, we were introducing you as Farmers Bank, but we were saying Farmers National Bank, but we were saying, man, you got so many hats that you wear, not just this Garrett County one, but so many things that you've done over the years and how involved you are and just kind of how that is kind of the essence of Garrett County, right?
Yeah, I have a service mind.
That's right.
I love being part of the community in any way I could definitely help in any way.
Yeah.
And I've been like that since, basically in high school.
Right.
And that's what makes me the happiest.
So you're Chris Davis, the magistrate. You're Chris Davis, the
elect.
Elect. Excuse me.
Not yet.
You're my magistrate-elect.
Yeah, facts are
optional. You're Chris Davis, the loan officer. You're Chris Davis. What else?
President.
The vice president.
Yeah.
You're also
former mayor, former
Chamber
city
of
council
Commerce.
member,
Chamber of Commerce director. I mean, good gracious,
coach,
son.
teacher.
This
guy's done it all.
What else? Sanitation director assistant for a while. As you were right there.
I did that for a few years. I was on the garbage truck for 3 summers.
Good gracious. But we have you up here for the many things. But for your own sponsorship, we're so thankful. We just talked about that earlier. And because of you all and our great sponsors, we have the opportunity to bring these football games, these athletic events, whatever it may be, to the folks at Garrett County. And we appreciate you and all you all do.
Absolutely. Being involved in the community, that's what we want to do. We're a community bank. We're a small community bank.
Right.
And we're in a small community. And, of course, I bleed Golden Lions. I love Golden Lions. We know that. And so whatever I can do and what we can do as a bank and to give back to the Garrett County Golden Lions and
That's right.
Garrett County school system. And, of course, the school system's been so good to me over the 8 years I was a teacher at the Garrett County High School. Mr. Caleb Grasham here hired me. I'll never forget that. And I tell you, it means a lot, and I'm glad we can help out as a bank.
You know, Chris, we talk about this almost with all of our sponsors, which makes it, I think, even more special. Is not only and you're right. That's exactly how I describe it. The Davis family is synonymous with Garrett County, and how much that you all do love Garrett County. And kind of talk to us about why it was important for you once you went off to college to come back and kind of give back to the community that kind of raised you.
Well, it's funny. So when I left Union College, went to Eastern, and to finish up my 4-year degree, I joined the fire department here in Lancaster, and I did that for 11 years. And really enjoyed that. But I got involved, and the fire chief at the time, Chief Kenny Adams, wonderful guy, and a pillar for our community.
Yes, absolutely.
And I just started going to city council meetings with him.
Yeah.
And got the itch. Because my dad was a magistrate for years. I grew up in that.
Yeah.
And I decided one day at church, before the service started, I said, I'm going to run for city council. And I think I was 21, I believe.
Because that's what most 21-year-olds do, right?
Right. And so it just I filed and filed for a seat, and I started politicking and really enjoyed getting out there. And of course, I know a lot of people in the community, obviously, but it's been so fun over all these years to be able to serve in that way.
It really is. And the thing about it, Christopher, is getting to build those relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And we are actually, Coach Gresham and I were fortunate enough to talk to some teachers, hopeful teachers that are Garrett County students right now today. And we talked about that, just building those relationships and making people know that you love them and what you're doing for them. And no better example than what you do there at the bank and then what you do with everything else.
Yeah. So I started at Farmers National Bank in July of 2015, and as a teacher, I love teaching.
Sure.
And but it's been so special having kids I had in school come to the bank and just talk about life.
Oh yeah.
Not only about a checking account or a loan, whatever, but just kind of see what's going on. What can I do to help them? But also too, they come to our bank and open up checking accounts and do their first home loan. That's so special.
Well,
it's a big move for them.
And that makes them feel good, being able to come and talk to somebody that they know or familiar with anyway.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Love it.
And I tell you talk about, the Farmers National Bank has made an intentional effort to make sure that they do show Garrett County pride here.
Yes.
In Garrett County, you can get a debit card
that
has the Garrett County goat. Now, mine's got a Garrett County
Let's
goat
see here. If I can hide the
numbers,
here. This is a really good time to do a little marketing, right, guys?
This is your show.
Yeah. So I don't know if you can see that or not.
Yeah,
but
that's nice.
Yeah.
How good does that look?
Zoom in on those numbers. I want to see if I can get those and maybe buy me a Big Mac or something.
I think his account's a little heavier now.
No, it's definitely not.
No doubt about it.
But you walk into the bank. Y'all got displays up from the school. You all do have the actual school account that you all do service. So kind of talk about why that's important at Farmers National Bank.
Well, with Farmers National Bank, it's important for our bank in general. We serve 5 counties. Garrett, Lincoln, Casey, Bull, and Mercer.
Right.
And we take great pride in having all the school accounts in all the counties.
Wow, that's impressive.
I didn't realize that.
That is huge for us. Casey County is our newest footprint. And part of our footprint, and I'm not sure if they have, but I know they're obviously working on it because it's very important to our brand to be able to serve our community schools, public schools.
Moving away from the banks just for a second, let's talk a little about your family.
Yeah.
So married Abby Parsons, which is a former Garrett County Lady Line graduate, star athlete, as she played basketball, softball, a little bit of everything.
Soccer,
and you guys have been married for how long?
6 years.
You better get that right.
So who can beat who in horse?
She's beat me several times.
That's true. I mean, we'll say. And then you've got a beautiful family. Tell us about your kiddos.
I do. We have 2 wonderful daughters. Charlie Clay, she just turned 5 years old. And Tatum Marie, she's 2. She'll be 3 November the 20th.
That's great. Now tell a little bit about what Charlie's namesake.
So, we're a little bit older. Was a little bit older whenever we got married. My fault. I'll go ahead and admit that.
I can't blame you.
Yeah. So a lot of the family names.
I can't blame you.
So a lot of the family names were taken.
Yeah.
And so we kind of had to get creative.
Yeah.
And so Charlie, my granddad, we called him Charlie.
Which
His name
thousands of people know around.
his name was Cecil,
legend.
but we called him Charlie.
Right.
And of course, Clay's her dad.
Uh-huh.
And of course, my dad's middle name was Lee. And of course, my middle name's Lee. So we just put the CHR, then LEE.
I think that's the coolest thing is that story that you all have with that. Is that's fantastic. And they're growing up Garrett County Lady Lions.
Absolutely.
As it's going to be great to see. I'm glad I'm not the only girl dad. That's completely
that's
a girl
right.
dad that's out there. But Christopher, thank you so much for our sponsorship. Before we let you go, we always like to ask people to give us that elevator speech about why people should come to Farmers National Bank.
Well, Farmers National Bank, we're the smallest national bank in our community. We take very big pride in serving everybody on a one-on-one basis. Our motto is your lifetime bank. We want you to come to our bank for all your banking needs.
Sure.
No matter what it is, for retail, that's checking accounts, savings accounts, whatever it may be, and also the loans. We can do anything on loans.
Right.
We want our place to be the one-stop shop. But our biggest thing is building relationships. And I feel like if you come to us, you're going to have that relationship. You're going to have that experience.
Yeah.
You can come to our bank and just be yourself.
No doubt.
And just feel really good. So that's
no doubt. I'm sure Coach Gresham's giving me the look like there's somebody
else.
there.
So Mike Grimes.
Yeah.
Don't forget that big Norman Davis served as an assistant coach for Garrett County for a long time.
Years.
And what a great man.
Years.
Yeah.
He did.
And then Lisa Miller wanted to make sure that you knew she's got a card with a golden line on it.
That's awesome. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. Mike, you're right. I grew up on this field.
Yeah.
Coming down every single day for several years. They practiced here and they practiced at the baseball field in the outfield out there and down here by the tennis courts. I'm sorry. But we'd walk down and from the grade school. And
Brother Anthony was a water boy for a long time.
He was the water boy. Yeah, he was.
For a long time.
He
Manager.
and Scott Bodine Long.
That's right. And Scott is still down there.
Yeah, he's still
working the sidelines.
30 years in, I'd say. Right?
I think Scott said something about that not too long ago, that it was something close to 30 years.
Wow. That's phenomenal.
Isn't that great?
So much
That's great. And that's folks, that's stuff that you don't see every day. And this is Christopher Davis with Farmers National Bank, and we're so thankful for him. Our award-winning band is out on the field now as you're being able to see their full performance. And we'll go ahead and we'll take a break and come back and catch the very end of their competition performance, as this is Christopher Davis and Garrett County Golden Lions football's Golden Lions Sports Network.
I'm a homeowner. I didn't know anything about the loan process, so that's why we decided to go with First Southern.
Process with First Southern was exactly how I pictured it.
They were just very welcoming and made me feel like I had known them forever the minute that I walked through the door.
Since 1967, Urban Group Realtors and Auctioneers have helped folks with their farms, commercial property, auction needs, and of course, dream homes.
The Urban Group Realtors and Auctioneers. No one sells it better. Since 1951, Danville Office Equipment has dedicated itself to providing personal service and superior office products for our customers. We take a lot of pride in their success because that's how we measure ours. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
Farmers National Bank believes investing in education is the best way to build a stronger community. Good luck to all the Garrett County students in the classroom and on the playing fields. Go Lions!
And welcome back, folks, as we're going to give you a little bit of a preview here of the Garrett County award-winning marching band under the direction of Dr. Christopher Vance. And I will shut up and just let you listen for a little bit as the awesome folks here at Garrett County High School marching band. Folks, that is your Garrett County marching band under the direction of Chris Vance, Noel Green, and Brooke Moore, as she is in charge with the white gloves on, as she does a phenomenal job leading this Garrett County marching band. As tomorrow they will be at Estill County East Jessamine, as they will be competing in the 3A competition, looking to continue that success. Coach, let's talk a little bit about the first half. All tied up at 0. Estill County, Garrett County on your Urban Group scoreboard. Obviously great defensively by both teams. What transpires at halftime that Spencer Crutchfield is going to have to change offensively to make some success here?
Well, what's interesting is, Estill County will start the second half with the football,
right?
And I'm not sure in this game that's a good thing.
Right.
Both these offenses have definitely struggled. We don't have live stats. I do think Garrett County probably has a pretty commanding lead in terms of yards gained, during that first half. And if you're Garrett County, I think you kind of feel pretty good about kind of where you are right now.
Sure.
Garrett County kind of needs to clean up the snap exchange. Right. We've seen that, a little shaky at times. And then I'll tell you, Garrett County had a phenomenal opportunity to score there late in the second quarter and kind of had an unfortunate drop. But, I think, Jeff Jacobs here kind of mentioned late in that second quarter, Garrett County kind of looked like they were starting to find some momentum, trying to find some good things going there on the offensive end and towards the end of the half.
They did it. It's all about confidence, as we have just under 3 minutes to go before we get there. So we'll take one last break before the start of the second quarter. All tied up on your Urban Group scoreboard, 0-0. We'll be back with the kickoff at tonight's second half. Garrett County Golden Lions and Estill County Engineers here on the Golden Lions Sports Network.
Friendly service from people you know. That's Sutton Pharmacy. We are a hometown community pharmacy with old-fashioned values, experience, and the latest technology and resources. Sutton Pharmacy, dedicated to providing the very best for you. Go Lions!
Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us.
Whitaker Bank has always been more than just a bank. We're a locally owned, community-driven institution made up of your friends and neighbors. And of course, Golden Lion fans just like you. Garrett County and Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky. Member FDIC.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV.
Make sure you get these folks, Jeff Jacobs, as we are back here at Dye House Stadium, as our girls here from the Lady Lions,
look at them.
Lady Lions basketball team, as tonight is pink out, we are celebrating. I know nobody told us, because I would not look as good as pink. As this is our great folks here, as we have Miss Sarah Jennings, Kinsey Souter, and KC, as they are representing Garrett County tonight. As we just absolutely love our student athletes. Thank you, girls. Y'all are the best.
Smiles.
See you at practice tomorrow, as they are here, as our student section is unbelievably great, as they're down there causing all kinds of noise for the Garrett County Golden Lions. And Coach, I love that. I absolutely love that. I love seeing the community aspect, but I love to see the students come in and all get involved, usually in a theme. I mean, that kind of stuff I get so excited. I'm ready to roll.
We had the conversation today, in fact, about what makes high school athletics so special. And without a doubt, that is something that does make high school athletics so special when the students get behind it, they support, kind of come out and just have a whole lot of fun like they're having tonight. Our man Sean Sinkhorn had checked in.
Gonna have Sean in here for Clay County.
That'd be great.
As I can't wait. You had the opportunity to go by, and Sean is he's our fan number one, as he's been here from ground zero. As Sean, I'm sure, is sipping coffee every morning from his GSN mug that we had over there. So we're excited to catch up with Sean. We talked about Scott Long and how long he's been with Garrett County. We talked about some of these fixtures that's been with Garrett County for years. Sean Sinkhorn is one of those fixtures. And, folks, he hadn't been able to be around here for different reasons. But, man, he is Garrett County through and through and keeps up with us every Friday night and every time he has the opportunity. And I will tell you, he is #1 supporter in all areas.
Yeah, no doubt. And I tell you what's interesting here, Scott, is the 3 minute, the extra 3 minutes have been added. We have no officials on the field right
well,
now.
so that's okay.
That's all
call
right.
your own, boys.
I tell you how fast the first half was. They probably said, "Hey, we need the concession stand is asking to keep this game open a little longer." We got a few shout-outs to
Let's catch up on some shout-outs here. There's Sinkhorn as he says, "Let's go GC. Can't wait to be there in 2 weeks." Melissa Irwin Taylor says, "Let's go Garrett." If I'm not mistaken, Melissa Irwin Taylor's daughter Victoria had a birthday this week.
Victoria is fantastic.
And she is fantastic. The whole bunch is fantastic. We just absolutely love them. When we were preparing, you guys were preparing for the Farm City banquet, Victoria was out there and just working. And I asked her, I said, "How much is Mom paying you to do this?" She goes, "I just do what Mom says."
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Smart lady. Smart lady.
What a great gal.
You know, and I tell you, believe this or not, the chamber has been successful this year, even though the president sometimes gets in the way. And I do what Melissa Irwin Taylor tells me to do as the vice president here. So
that's exactly
Victoria,
right.
me and you kind of share a definitely common thing there.
That's exactly. So a long time ago, it's just like that. We were talking about those kind of things, and a good husband, a good thing, they take orders well, right? You say,
my wife has trained me
that's
well.
right, trained you well. So
Paige Smith has checked in.
Paige Smith, let's go GC. As Paige Smith is one of our phenomenal ATC teachers, one of our nursing teachers here, actually at the Garrett County Educational Center is where she has her classes. But they do a great job of preparing folks. As she actually had one of her former students come back that is working in the nursing field. As Zach Daly is going to get his first action of the night, kicking off the second half, as he hadn't had the opportunity yet tonight.
We talked about this. The way that this game went in the first half, it might come
down.
Zach Daly field goal to win
Boy,
this game.
how cool would that be? As here's going to be the kickoff second half, as it's going to be a squibbler. It's going to be fielded by Estill County, actually going to fall on it, as Estill County will take over 1st and 10. Kennedy and Riley Owen says, "Let's go GC. Let's get on the scoreboard." I'll tell you what, if there is one thing we know, it's Charlie Owen's kids are going to be watching football as they grow up.
And I want to tell you, Charlie's a tough guy, but I want to tell you, Aaron had that baby about 2.5 weeks ago and showed up to class this week.
Hey,
I was like, "Aaron, what are you doing?"
She probably wanted out of the house.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you. I'm the same. I would have probably
tougher than I am.
I would have showed up to about anything if I could have got out with babies. But Charlie will take care of them, as we're so excited and love the Owens for their new addition as they're in here. It's going to be 1st and 10. Estill County, as Caleb Witt awaiting the snap. Going to have twins to his right. Going to hand off to Arvin off the right side, as he's going to be chased down off the right side. Actually knocked out of bounds after he gains about 5 or 6, Coach, as he just kept going to the edge, and we couldn't quite get to him. But it'll be 2nd and 4 for the Estill County Engineers.
Probably one of the most successful plays that Estill County has ran here tonight. And I tell you, one of the quick adjustments, I think, even just after watching that first play, Estill County looks like they've come out and they've kind of got wider splits on the offensive line, trying to kind of widen Garrett County out to kind of prevent Garrett County from being so quick, getting in the backfield and disrupting the run game.
As that is one of the things that you bring to the table, because all I would say was you just got to make positive plays, because I don't have any idea and insight to that. 2nd and 5, Estill County awaiting the snap. It's Witt. As here's snap's going to hand off to Arvin. He's actually going to fake it and keep it off the right side. Short side, as he's going to be tracked down by big Mason.
He has been all over the field.
Tell you what,
tonight.
man, Mason is everywhere. As Witt had a place to run, he had an opening, and actually Sula catches him from behind. As without that, that's probably a 15 or 20-yard gain.
Yeah, and I tell you, watching the Garrett County good Lord Almighty, watching the Estill County Rockcastle game, when Estill County really needed big yardage, Estill County really got Witt involved in the run game here. So I think that's another adjustment. Estill County's coming out trying to get him actively involved.
Big 3rd down play here for Estill County, 3rd and 3. As Witt awaiting the snap, he's going to hand off to his big man from behind. As that Stevens going to go off the right side, as he's going to be right at the 1st down marker. I think that is going to be a first down for Estill County. Maybe their first down of the night, if I'm not mistaken. As that'll be a 1st down Estill County as they're moving the chains. It'll be from the Estill County 43-yard line.
Appreciate our friends at Bob Allen Motor Mall for being a big sponsor of tonight's broadcast here. Got a lot of good friends over there. Billy Jack Hazlett.
Yeah.
I think the last 4 or 5 times I've bought a car, I've bought it off Billy Jack there at Bob Allen. So appreciate the Bob Allen Motor Mall.
First and 10, Estill County Engineers. 10:39 to go here on your Irving Group scoreboard as Witt is awaiting the snap, as that was Stevens on that last carry. Stevens going to get this carry again off the left side as Nathaniel Daughtery and a whole host of Garrett County Golden Lions are going to take him down. Nathaniel Daughtery, J.T. Parsons, Trenton Ison, the whole crew, Mason Sula. As I tell you what, man,
Caleb
that up
Centers.
front. Up front, Caleb Centers, too. They've been stout tonight.
So I tell you right now, man, we have called Nathaniel Daugherty's name a lot here tonight on defense. No doubt about that, been really active. Appreciate our friends at Whitaker Bank here in town being a big sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Appreciate all the support that Lisa, Jessica, and Paul Purcell kind of provides for us. That whole bank is a great community partner.
Fantastic folks there at Whitaker Bank. It's going to be 2nd and 9, Estill County. Awaiting the snap is going to be Witt. It's going to hand off to Arvin following the blocking of Stevens as he's got quite a bit of room there. It's going to get a first down and more into Garrett County territory where it'll be 1st and 10 Estill County from the Garrett County 45-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you right now, Estill County probably went in the half with probably minus 15 or 20 yards of offense, and Estill County really has come out here with a little bit more energy on offense here and urgency, and has picked up 2 first downs.
I'm sure the coaching staff challenged that offensive line out
and
there.
right now they're answering the challenge right now. So Garrett County needs to kind of match that energy and that urgency and kind of stop this drive.
1st and 10, Estill County. Looks like a little bit of a wing T set as they're going to fake the handoff to Arvin, give to Stevenson up the middle as he's going to be dropped right at the line of scrimmage. Nice job defensively as getting off of that pile as Caleb Centers, Mason Sula, Andrew Sparks as folks up the middle. They have not been successful tonight as Garrett County has plugged the middle really strongly.
Yeah, so we've seen that, Estill County has kind of come back with Stevens up the middle, and then I think what ends up happening is Stevens up the middle, and then they try to hit Arvin on the perimeter here. So let's kind of see if that same pattern kind of follows here, and kind of Gary can make that adjustment and kind of prevent Estill County for continuing this drive.
2nd and 10, Estill County, as all tied up at 0 on your Irving Group scoreboard as they're going to put Arvin in motion. Going to hand it to Arvin coming this side of the field as he's going to be pulled down by Mason Sula for his 472nd tackle of the night, as Sula has just came into play tonight, boys, as absolutely dominant.
So I tell you what makes that play so impressive there, Scott. So, Mason is a big guy, strong guy, no doubt about that. But, man, we've noticed how quick Mason can get off a block and kind of chase down a running back. And Mason came from the backside there and is able to kind of prevent any positive yardage there from Arvin.
Garrett County's first home series win over Estill County was a 28-0 shutout on September 29th, 1978. Wilbur Dunn ran for 171 yards and 3 touchdowns to pace the Golden Lions to victory. I think that's the game that McKinley said he scored in. So we're going to have to check on it. It's going to be a rollout. It's going to be a pass. This time it's going to be to a wide open number 45, Landon Rollins. But the ball is going to be just outside of his reach. As, man, that gave me a little nervous. It's going to be 4th down and 10 for Estill County.
Yeah, I tell you, Estill County had a really nice opportunity there to make a big play, probably turn it into a touchdown there. So Garrett County's probably a little fortunate. Estill County has the ball on the Garrett County 45-yard line, 4th down and 10. The Irving Group scoreboard has 7 minutes and 37 seconds left here in a scoreless game. Wouldn't be surprised to see a quick kick occur again for Estill County here.
First check-in from Colts Run tonight as Coach Run says, let's go Colts GC. Run. As Trace Allen Scott, number 11 on Garrett County, has his fan club as they are listening in and watching in as his grandpa Mike was in from Northern Michigan as I saw him tonight and was able to wave at him. Is this going to be a pass up the middle? It's going to be caught for a first down, as that is going to be a pass to Jack Nix.
It's going to come back, Scott.
As it's going to come back, you say?
Yeah, it's going to be movement on Estill County. It's going to turn this big game from Estill County into an illegal procedure, 5-yard penalty on Estill County.
Yeah,
Do not believe the Estill County coaching staff is real happy about that.
Well, I think the coach just came to midfield as he's past the hash marks as he's way out there in basketball. That'd be a blow the whistle and it'd be a coaching warning. As you're right, that's going to be a motion as that's going to clean out that 21-yard gain. as it'll be 4th and 15 for the Estill County Engineers.
So I tell you, Estill County's kind of coming out here in the second half, feeling a whole lot more comfortable, I think, kind of passing the football here. So seeing some success there. Kind of be interesting kind of see when Garrett does get the ball here on this punt, kind of the same adjustment Garrett County has made at halftime as well.
I think that illegal formation was called because they all weren't down on the line of scrimmage. Is that right?
Got to have 7 on the line.
That's right. So it's going to be a punt away. It's going to be fielded by Hayden Elliman as he's going to pick it up, trying to make a couple people miss. He'll gain about 4 or 5 yards where Garrett County will take over 1st and 10 from about the 16-yard line.
So I tell you what, and these things don't show up in the stats line, but man, Hayden kind of caught that punt. And kind of prevented that punt from kind of going into even more territory there for Garrett County. So, we saw that a couple of weeks ago with Kentucky down at Ole Miss when you let the ball land and roll. And there's a big difference between starting on the 16-yard line and starting on the 1-yard line.
No doubt.
So, again, those things kind of don't show up in the stat line, but Hayden Elliman doing a nice job of kind of preventing that ball from rolling anymore.
We talked about Wendell Combs earlier. He and I always have the long discussion about when to field punts and when not to field punts, and he would be very happy with that one. 1st and 10, they're going to hand off to Cam Peak off the right side of the line. He's going to be thrown down for no gain, actually maybe a loss of 1 or 2, bring up 2nd and 11 for Garrett County.
Yeah, I tell you, Estill County, again, we've kind of repeated this fairly constantly throughout this game, but Estill County doing a really nice job of getting in the Garrett County backfield and kind of preventing Cam getting loose here. Looks like Cam lost 2 yards there, set up this 2nd down and 12 from the Garrett County own 14-yard line.
6:36 to go, and clock is running on your Urban Group scoreboard, all tied up at 0 as Garrett County is pinned back to their own 14-yard line. As Holcomb with the snap, going to hand off to Simmons, as Simmons is going to follow the blocking up the middle as he's going to drag the pile for about 5 or 6, as there was not much there, as he's got it down into a workable 3rd and 7 for Garrett County.
Appreciate our friends at Sutton Pharmacy being a big sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Appreciate Michael Hall and Scott Graham and everything they do to support Garrett County.
Yes, sir. Absolutely love the folks at Sutton's Pharmacy, as they've got the absolute best folks around there. I love going in there. Went in there this week, and they had all kinds of folks that were just as happy as they could be, and love seeing those folks on a daily basis. It's going to be 3rd and 7, Garrett County. Holcomb awaiting the snap, as this time he's going to take it, roll out to his left, as he's going to throw one. It's going to be dropped, as that was hit, as that was Houston Barnes. He was hit about the time that the ball got there, and this will bring a punting down for Garrett County as it'll be 4th and 7, 5:33 to go.
Yeah, I tell you, the second half here started almost exactly opposite as the first half. Garrett County kind of moving the football, getting a couple of first downs, and really pinning Estill County deep as they started, kind of possessing the football. And Estill County got a couple of first downs, moved Garrett County deep in their own territory with their possession, and Estill County looks like they're going to start with great field possession here on the second possession.
Jaggerwood, good snap. Going to be a punt end over end for Estill County. Going to take a really good Garrett County bounce into Estill County territory. Will be 1st and 10, Estill County from their own 46-yard line. The Bryant'sville mayor's son has just checked in, Samuel S. Marcy, and says Bryant'sville has you going on the big screen, baby.
Mr. Bryant'sville
I don't
himself.
get a chance to see Sammy up here very often, as we were
you
able.
Talk about how disappointed you are.
Well, I was talking about something like that. I was like, man, nobody's up here aggravating the fire out of me like Samuel S. Marcy. But man, I absolutely love the Marcy families. One of my favorite people ever that I coached was Ryan Kane. Ryan married into the Marcy family. She had a birthday this week, RC. Happy birthday, RC. From all your Lady Line folks and friends here at Garrett County. It's going to be a handoff to the right side. It's going to have a flag as Arvin continues to run with the first animal. It's going to be a fumble. Garrett County's going to recover the football, but the play may have been blown dead. Lots of stuff going on right there.
It's going to be a procedure against Estill County. I'm not really sure why that play didn't get prevented from kind of occurring there, but it is going to be a 5-yard penalty on Estill County. And, hey, what about a shout-out to our main man, Dr. Matt Chamberlain?
Dr. Matt, hey, yeah, that's right. He's always listening. I forgot about that. We were able to see the retired Dr. Matt Chamberlain as he
had
was.
a smile on his face.
He was. He honestly, he didn't look like he was walking. He looked like he was kind of floating. He was floating because I noticed, I mean, his glorious hair was just flowing in the wind. I am jealous. I am straight up jealous. As our man Matt Chamberlain, we love Matt Chamberlain, one of the best to ever do it at Garrett County High School. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Estill County. 15. It's going to hand off to Arvin. It's going to be a loss. It might be 2nd and 20 here in a minute, as that's going to be a loss of about 4 or 5. Bring up 2nd and 19 for the Engineers.
So I tell you right now, you can see why Coach Hester in this defensive scheme here tonight limits Arvin from able to kind of turn his shoulders and go on that field. We've seen Arvin the last couple of plays been able to, you can kind of see how quick and how fast he is, but when he's running east and west, Garrett County's doing a great job of stringing it out and making a big play before he has the opportunity to kind of turn it north and south.
Estill County awaiting the snap, 2nd and 18 from their own 38-yard line. As kind of an inverted wishbone formation, as Estill County is going to try a little bit of a different deal here, as they're going to hand off to number 22, Braden Weidel, as he's going to have lots of success off of the right side, as he's going to gain 20 on that, as a first down marker will be moved into Garrett County territory, 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line.
So I tell you what Estill County did right there, Scott. Estill County's been kind of snapping the ball out of the shotgun and doing a lot of things on the edge. And I think Coach Markham just said, heck with this, let's line up almost in a power eye formation and let's go right at Garrett County, see if we can have some more success. So this is big boy football right here.
Same formation as Garrett County awaiting the snap here, as they're trying to be a handoff again to Waddle off the right side, as he's going to have lots of room, as he's going to get another first down as he runs Garrett County to the markers. And with that, Garrett County is going to call a timeout, and we'll take one too. Urban Group scoreboard reads 0-0, 3:46 to go in the third quarter. Garrett County Golden Lion football on Golden Lion Sports Network.
Bob Allen Motor Mall is a proud sponsor of Garrett County football. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, all deal-maker priced. Click and save today at boballenmotormall.com.
Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank understands family, tradition, community mean just a little bit more around here. You can see it and hear it. And that's why we take so much pride in what we do. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank. Your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Garrard County is our special place. And that's why Hunt Insurance Agency is proud to serve the insurance needs of local businesses, families, and individuals. We build relationships that last because getting to know you and your personal needs is what we do best. Hunt Insurance Agency.
I'm Holly Peak with Exit Realty, your hometown realtor. I love seeing old friends and meeting new. Buying, selling, I know the value of our area. Our 3D virtual tour will sell your home fast. Like you, I'm sold on the Golden Lions.
30-yard line, 1st down and 10 for the Engineers.
And welcome back, folks, as it is going to be 1st and 10 Engineers of Estill County from the Garrett County 30-yard line, 3:46 to go. Garrett County just coming out of a timeout. Offensive changes for Estill County. Garrett County now adjusting defensively as they're going to, in this inverted wishbone, this time they're going to throw it to Arvin off the right side, as that is going to be a no gain. Maybe 1 yard. We'll give him 1 yard to bring 2nd and 9, Estill County.
I tell you talking about a big defensive series, I think about individuals that could flat out play defense, and my main man, Jake Sims, comes to mind. So, Jake, a big shout out saying, let's go GC.
Yeah, he's always wanted to say that, being a Lincoln County guy as he comes through. So, I misspoke earlier. I know you guys are shocked. So I said that Scott Long had been around for 30 years. He actually has texted me, said he's been around 36 years with Garrett County football. Started in 1986. So we talked about Norman Davis being an assistant coach. His dad, Bill Long, was an assistant coach too for a long time. 2nd and 9, just under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. As handoff this time is going to be to Arvin up the middle, as he's going to get a gain of about 5. A hit by Nathaniel Daugherty and Trenton Eisen, as it's going to bring up a huge 3rd down and 5 for the Engineers.
Yeah, I tell you right now, this is a big time play right here, Scott. So Garrard County has kind of substituted, trying to get a little bit bigger on the defensive line here. Big time play coming up, kind of a third and a long 4, short 5. Definitely see Estill County thinking, hey, I've got 2 downs to get about 5 yards here. We've had success lining up and going straight at this Garrard County defense. We're going to keep doing that. So Garrard County needs to come up with a big stop here.
Our man Alan Pickett says, get this stop, third down, Lincoln. Of Garrard County is it's going to be a pitch out this time to Arvin. It's going to be missed. One of those tackles going to have a first down and more, as he's finally going to be ran out of bounds over there by Hayden Holcomb and Wes Peak, Cam Peak. Wes is his dad. Wes will probably not have any eligibility left, as that's going to be.
Hey, get him out there.
Get him out there. First and goal for Estill County from the 10-yard line. 2 minutes and 7 seconds to go here for Estill County.
Yeah, I tell you, Garrard County, this is now or never for this Garrard County defense. Urban Group scoreboard has 2 minutes and 7 seconds left here in the third quarter. The score remains 0-0. Estill County with the ball first and goal from the 10. Really like to see Garrard County get in the backfield and kind of put Estill County kind of behind the chains and get this offense a little bit more uncomfortable.
Estill County awaiting the snap. Under the center is Witt, as he's going to turn and fake the handoff this time, and throw one is going to be caught right at the goal line it's going to be short.
He stepped out of bounds.
He stepped out of bounds at about the 3, so it'll bring up second and goal from the 3 for Estill County. One of our favorite folks, Jessica Atala, listening in.
Jessica.
Let's go, Garrett. Also, Chase Wilson says, let's go, Garrard County.
Hope things are going well,
absolutely. Buddy. What a great dude and great teacher we have in Chase Wilson and Jessica Atala, as we absolutely love those folks. Second and goal. Actually, it's the 5-yard line. Estill County, as they're going to, in that inverted wishbone, they've got Waddle at the back of it, or Waddle. We'll call him Waddle. I'm not sure which one it is. Going to hand it to Waddle off the right side. Going to be stuck right there. The Daughtery was one of the first ones to him. JT Parsons, as if he got anything, it's inches.
And the ball was kind of mishandled there at the snap, Scott. So I think it kind of threw off the offensive flow here for Estill County. So again, a big third down and goal from the 4-yard line here of Garrard County.
Third and goal, Estill County Engineers. 1:34 to go here in the third quarter. Clock continues to run, as it's been scoring has been hard to come by tonight, as Witt is awaiting the snap. He's going to fake the handoff this time. He's going to be a naked bootleg off the left side, as he is going to get in with a touchdown, Garrard County. Garrard County had a couple of shots at him as he ran the naked bootleg to the near side here, as everybody was biting on the ball fake. Nice play call that time by Estill County sidelines, as Estill County is going to run in, it looks like, to attempt the extra point. Actually, they're going to run the old muddle huddle.
Yeah.
As to see what.
If Charlie Owens is still watching, he loves the muddle huddle.
He loves the muddle huddle, as number 12, Zach Young, 2 for 7 on the year, attempt this extra point. 1:18 to go here in the third quarter. Your Urban Group scoreboard, Estill County leads 6-0. A snap. Kick is up and good. And with that, Garrard County trails for the first time tonight, 7-0. 1:18 to go here on your Urban Group scoreboard. Garrard County Golden Lion football on Golden Lion Sports Network.
I'm a homeowner. I didn't know anything about the loan process, so that's why we decided to go with First Southern.
Process with First Southern was exactly how I pictured it.
They were just very welcoming and made me feel like I had known them forever the minute that I walked through the door.
Since 1967, Urban Group Realtors and Auctioneers have helped folks with their farms, commercial property, auction needs, and of course, dream homes.
The Urban Group Realtors and Auctioneers. No one sells it better. Since 1951, Danville Office Equipment has dedicated itself to providing personal service and superior office products for our customers. We take a lot of pride in their success because that's how we measure ours. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
Farmers National Bank believes investing in education is the best way to build a stronger community. Good luck to all the Garrard County students in the classroom and on the playing fields. Go Lions!
And welcome back, folks, as Estill County kicking off tonight. to Garrett County as Malachi Simmons is going to catch it. Turned into a different gear right there as he makes two people miss as he continues to go and just fell down. As what a great return time as Garrett County's going to have great field position, 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you right now, we talked about this during the break. Estill County has come out in the third quarter, and they've really kind of picked their energy up. Did a great job of getting a couple of first downs, pinning Garrett County deep in their own territory, holding Garrett County 3 and out, getting the ball, putting the ball in the end zone. Now, Garrett County's got to come out, match that energy, and kind of match a score with a score and kind of get this game back under control.
Shotgun formation is Hayden Holcomb as he's going to have Peak and Simmons. And it's going to go to Holcomb, drops back to throw as he's going to throw it to West Peak on the side. He's got a really nice job defensively. Get on out there, kid, as he's going to get a first down and more into Garrett County territory. Going to be ran out of bounds at about the Estill County 36-yard line.
And I tell you, Cam Peak can make a big play for Garrett County when Garrett County needs that. So great seeing Cam get the ball out on the edge and making some great things happen for Garrett County.
We're going to shout out our dude Skylar Skeens. As Skylar Skeens is looking out here tonight as he's been sitting here waiting on that tonight as he is a phenomenal kid.
I think
we absolutely love. He's not paid attention tonight when we actually call him. We love Skylar Skeens and his family. It's going to be 1st and 10. Garrett County here from the Estill County 36-yard line as Holcomb is going to hand off to Simmons this time as he's going to be dropped for a loss by number 62 from Estill County, Caleb Ross, a 5'11", 240-pound senior. As Estill County plays a lot of seniors, a lot of upperclassmen on this team.
And I tell you what happened there, Scott, was the Garrett County's linemen both pulled and kind of ran into each other there and ended up having some Estill County's defensive linemen kind of come free, be able to make a big play in the Garrett County backfield.
Chuck Hunt said this. He said, just a quick question. When Estill County takes a snap from under center, how close is his knee to being down? Really close. Yeah. I was thinking the same thing, but Chuck, I'm telling you, that's a great point. It's really close. 2nd and 11. Garrett County as Holcomb is going to hand off to Cam Peak as he's going to have an opening up the middle as he's going to be dropped until he gets just short of the first down, maybe 2 yards. Bring up 3rd and 2. Cam doesn't get choked up there just by the shoestrings.
That's going to be the last play of the third quarter.
As that'll take the last play of the third quarter in the Urban Group scoreboard reads Estill County 7, Garrett County 0. This is Garrett County Golden Lion football on Golden Lion Sports Network.
Friendly service from people you know. That's Sutton Pharmacy. We are a hometown community pharmacy with old-fashioned values, experience, and the latest technology and resources. Sutton Pharmacy, dedicated to providing the very best for you. Go Lions!
Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us.
Whitaker Bank has always been more than just a bank. We're a locally owned, community-driven institution made up of your friends and neighbors. And of course, Golden Lion fans just like you. Garrett County and Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky. Member FDIC.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV.
And welcome back, folks. Garrett County driving here, trailing 7-0. Start the fourth quarter. Our dude from Corbin tonight, Derek Lynch, checking in, says go Garrett County as they're camping down in Corbin. Nice. He and his unbelievably fantastic family.
Vanna, Ray, Reed.
Oh, man. Fantastic.
Family.
Fantastic, folks.
They all got their Garrett County shirts
all
on
wearing
tonight.
Garrett County, and they are biting their nails as we go into the fourth quarter, trailing Estill County 7-0 as Holcomb awaiting the snap. As he's going to, actually, that is going to be Element. It's going to get direct snap. He's going to have the first down and about 3 or 4 more, as I didn't see that little slickery there by Spencer Crutchfield. Nice call there by the sideline, as that's going to be another Bob Allen first down, Garrett County.
Appreciate our friends at First Southern National Bank here in Lancaster. Appreciate David Grixon and Lisa Clark and all that First Southern does to support Garrett County.
Yes, we do.
David Grixon, I tell you what, man, all these folks.
Is he playing tomorrow?
I don't know. We're having having the Chamber of Commerce scramble tomorrow at Dix River. As I'm not sure if David's in it. I'm sure he will be if he has any say in it. It's going to be a handoff this time to Simmons off the left side as he's going to stumble just a little bit. Going to gain about 4. Nice first down run, but just a little bit of a stumble there right out of the gate.
You know, we mentioned Derek. Appreciate our friends at Danville Office Equipment. You know, everything that Derek and the GOAT Scott Bottoms does to support Garrett County.
Oh, yeah. DOE's been just a fantastic sponsor for Garrett County over the years, and we appreciate all that they do and all our great sponsors that enables us to bring this. Folks, if you have a chance to visit any of our great sponsors, please do. Jessica Atala says, Cam is such a great player and an even better young man. Proud of you, Cam. That's right, Jessica, as he is a phenomenal kid. As this time it's going to be a handoff to Cam right on call by Jessica Atala as he's trying to stretch it out to the far side, getting to the boundary. Doesn't quite, maybe lose a yard. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for Garrett County. Definitely 4-down territory, correct?
Yeah, it is. So Garrett County's got 2 downs here to pick up these 8 yards. Garrett County's got the ball on the Estill County 21-yard line. The over-group scoreboard is 10 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Estill 7, Garrett County 0. You know, we had Chris on at halftime. Definitely appreciate our friends at Farmers National Bank.
Garrett County trailing on your over-group scoreboard 7-0, 10-17 to go here in the fourth quarter. As Holcomb will have Peak to his left, Simmons to his right. Estill County is going to load the box. Holcomb looking off the left, says he's going to be dropped for a loss, as that is number 21, Arvin. That's Caden Arvin's going to track him down from behind. Really nice job that time by Arvin as he just busted it off the backside untouched.
Yeah, and so, I mean, you know, Hayden Holcomb kind of rode right, and Estill County kind of had blitz from the backside, and Arvin kind of got to Hayden before Hayden was able to kind of get rid of the football. Appreciate, you know, we've mentioned Chuck Hunt, but, man, appreciate everything that Hunt Insurance does. Chuck and Jennifer are great friends to Garrett County.
You talk about a place that's a great organization, but even better people. That's the folks, man. We say that about all of our great sponsors. It's going to be 4th and 16, Garrett County. Holcomb awaiting the snap, going to drop back to the right side. Nice block that time by Simmons. Holcomb is going to throw one deep as he's going to have Cam B. Touchdown, baby! As Kevin Crutchfield sprints down the sideline. What a great play call. Pass and catch. Hayden Holcomb from 30 yards out. Wow. Touchdown, boom! That's what I'm talking about. Garrett County now is going to roll Zach Daly out to put the extra point on. Big extra point. No big deal here. Garrett County is JT Parsons will be the snapper, as that will be Hayden Element will be the holder, and Zach Daly, number 33, will be the kicker. Awaiting the snap. Good snap, good hold, good kick, and yes, Garrett County ties it up on your Urban Group scoreboard, 7-7. We'll be right back. This is Garrett County Golden Lion football on Golden Lion Sports Network.
Friendly service from people you know. That's Sutton Pharmacy. We are a hometown community pharmacy with old-fashioned values, experience, and the latest technology and resources. Sutton Pharmacy, dedicated to providing the very best for you. Go Lions!
Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us.
Whitaker Bank has always been more than just a bank. We're a locally owned, community-driven institution made up of your friends and neighbors. And of course, Golden Lion fans just like you. Garrett County and Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV.
And welcome back, folks, as Garrett County is all tied up here with Estill County, as Zach Daly is going to kick a line drive. Be fielded by Estill County at the 20-yard line, as he's going to be tackled by Cam Peak, as that was number 5, Bryce Brenninger, as he will gain about 11 or so. Estill County will take over 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line.
So I tell you, Scott, we talked about this before that last drive by Garrard County. Estill County had come out in the third quarter and really had a lot of energy. And, man, we talked about how important it is to kind of match that energy. And Garrard County, that's exactly what Garrard County did with that last drive. And I'll tell you what's really important here is, if Garrard County can force Estill County to go 3 and out and get that defense right back out on the field, man, I really like Garrard County's chances kind of coming tonight with a big district football win.
Estill County comes out of the huddle in the inverted wishbone as they are going to have Waddle is going to be on the top of it. They're going to turn and give it to him off the left side following the block. He's not going to have anywhere to go, as I can't tell exactly. That's Daughtery and Trenton Ice, and I should have known right there in the middle of it, as that's going to be a game of nothing, really, as that's going to be 2nd and 10.
And I tell you, when Estill County is running this kind of offense, getting the Estill County behind the chains is critical. I mentioned this when Estill County first kind of came into this formation. This is big boy football.
Yeah.
Basically, when Estill County gets into that power eye formation, they're basically saying, hey, this is man on man. Let's see who's tougher. Let's see who's stronger. And I tell you, I don't think Waddle is injured, but Waddle did kind of go out limping there. So I think that's definitely something to kind of keep an eye on. Just a big-time player on offense and defense for Estill County. Looks like he's okay on the sideline.
2nd and 10, Estill County, as he will be Estill County going back to the shotgun formation this time.
They took a lot of line to get up in the line.
Yeah. As actually the flag was thrown, but after the timeout, as we'll take a timeout too. Urban Group scoreboard's all knotted up at 7. Estill County and Garrard County. This is Garrard County Golden Lion football and Golden Lion Sports.
Bob Allen Motor Mall is a proud sponsor of Garrard County football. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, all deal-maker priced. Click and save today at boballenmotormall.com.
Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank understands family, tradition, community mean just a little bit more around here. You can see it and hear it, and that's why we take so much pride in what we do. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank. Your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Garrard County is our special place. And that's why Hunt Insurance Agency is proud to serve the insurance needs of local businesses, families, and individuals. We build relationships that last because getting to know you and your personal needs is what we do best. Hunt Insurance Agency.
I'm Holly Peak with Exit Realty, your hometown realtor. I love seeing old friends and meeting new. Buying, selling, I know the value of our area. Our 3D virtual tour will sell your home fast. Like you, I'm sold on the Golden Lions.
2nd and 10, Estill County is going to be a fake handoff as he's going to keep it, as no gain on the play for Estill County, as coming up off the bottom of that pile for Garrard County was Elijah Coffey, as he was right in the mix on that one. It'll be 3rd and 10, Engineers.
So appreciate our sponsorship at Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank.
Ron Howard.
Appreciate everything that Ron Howard and that bank does to kind of support Garrard County. And I tell you, Scott, we talked about this. Garrard County defense, the best case scenario here is to get a 3 and out after that long drive to tie this game up. Be great to stop Estill County here, put Estill County in punt formation.
7:42 to go here in the 4th quarter on your Urban Group scoreboard. Estill County awaiting the snap as Witt is going to take it and fake the handoff, going to throw one over the middle. It's going to be dropped as they were trying to get it to the big tight end, Rollins, the 6'5 senior, or junior, as the punting unit will come on the field for Estill County.
So I tell you, that was exactly what Garrard County needed, was that 3 and out there. So big time stop there for Garrard County.
You got his number 15, got his hands all over it, guys.
Oh, Nathaniel Daughtery
did a great job.
He's played so well tonight.
There's still a whole lot of football left to be played here, but man, Nathaniel Daughtery's making a big case for the Bradford Barbecue Player of the game.
There's a high snap. It's going to be fumbled as a quick, really nice job by the punter to get it off there. Get out of the way of it. Make sure you see it. It's going to go into Garrard County territory. Man, that could have been disaster for Estill County, as 75, Aaron Williams, the punter, really did a nice job to get that football off, as the snaps have been high tonight, Coach, but he's done a nice job. But Garrard County all tied up, 7:14 to go here in the 4th quarter. This is what what it's all about.
And that's right. Takes over on their own 46-yard line. So great field position to kind of start this drive. So big-time drive coming up for Garrett County. Appreciate our friends at the Irvin Group for being great sponsors. Clifford and the Colonel and everything that the Irvin Group does.
First and 10, Garrett County from their own 47-yard line. Holcomb with trips to the left as he's going to flip it out to Simmons. As waiting on Simmons to bust one tonight, as he's not going to be able to do it right there, as Estill County does a really nice job defensively, as that was a bevy of engineers. But the first one to him was Hayden Fletcher and number 62, Caleb Ross.
So I tell you, Scott, I mean, you don't really have to know a whole lot of football. When you run a quick pitch and there's the Garrett County players are turning around looking at the Estill County defenders running towards the running back. That's
sign.
not a good recipe for a successful play there. So I tell you, Estill County just a really aggressive, doing a great job on defense and come up with a absolute big-time stop there, turning this into about a 2nd down and 20 for Garrett County.
2nd and 19 for the Golden Lions as Holcomb is going to roll out to the left, looking to somewhere to throw it as he's going to be dropped for a loss, as probably a loss of another 15.
Yeah, Garrett County's going the wrong way here.
That is, you're right, that is the wrong direction. As Garrett County's going to bring up 3rd and about 30 here as they have to get all the way into Estill County territory to the 44-yard line.
You know, Garrett County's lost 10 yards on their first 2 plays here, so kind of pick up a big 3rd down and almost 30 here. Definitely can see kind of Coach Crutchfield kind of playing this kind of safe, kind of getting back in formation to kind of stop Estill County. Appreciate our friends at Toyota of Somerset.
Oh, yeah.
Being a big sponsor.
Been with us from the beginning.
Yes, absolutely.
Been with us from the beginning. So it's 3rd and 29 for Garrett County as Holcomb is going to hand off to Simmons, as Simmons is going to drive the pile forward for a gain of about 3 or 4. Bring up 4th down, punting situation for Garrett County as Jagger Wood will come on for the Golden Lions.
Appreciate Holly Peak from Exit Realty. Bold move. Great to see Holly kind of moving back in Garrett County High School graduate, kind of seeing her start this business and wish her nothing but the best and thank her for being a big sponsor of tonight's broadcast.
Wood is going to be waiting the snap. Hayden Elman is back with Wood as he is going to be the protector as awaiting the snap from Mason Sula. Snap is good. Wood with a really nice punt, really high, as it's going to hit about the 40-yard line at Estill County. Kick sideways as Trey Smith will down the football, as Estill County will have it 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line, Coach.
Yeah, I tell you, big kudos to the Estill County defense there. Garrett County had that ball at their own 46-yard line, a ton of positive momentum. And I tell you, folks, Estill County's defense came up big, and Garrett County's offense basically lost about 20 yards there on that possession. So, again, we've talked about let's match energy with energy, let's match possession with possession. So we've seen an unbelievable possession of Estill County's defense. Now, Garrett County's defense has got the opportunity to kind of mirror that and kind of do the same thing here on this possession.
Garrett County, Estill County all knotted up on your Urban Group scoreboard. 4:50 to go here in this 4th quarter as Witt is going to be in shotgun formation as he's going to have Waddle and Arvin both flanked, one to right, one to left. Going to hand to Arvin off the left side following the blocking of teammate as he's going to have lots of room as no flags on the field as he is going to score as that is a 62-yard run for Arvin off the left side. Somebody lost a shoe out there. Trent Nyson lost a shoe. Not 100%. It went away from us. We couldn't see exactly what happened, but that was a 62-yard run for Arvin, as that is Caden Arvin, as he's averaging 122 yards a game, as he's had 102 opportunities for 855 yards, as he just added 62 to it there.
So I tell you, you mentioned the stat here. Estill County has kind of got a tendency that they've not been real successful kicking the ball here. So love to see maybe a missed kick here. Garrett County getting the ball, put the ball in the end zone and win it on an extra point.
Zach Young, 3 for 8 for Estill County on the year, as the Muddle Huddle moves now into extra point formation, as quarterback Caleb Witt will be the holder. Young and Witt awaiting the snap. Here's the snap. It's going to be a whistle. It's going to be
offsides, Garrard County.
It's right there at the edge. Garrard County jumps into the neutral zone.
Now, was the kick good? I didn't even pay attention.
I couldn't tell. Once I heard it, I just kind of dropped my eyes.
So Estill County's putting their offense back on the field now that they only have to gain maybe a yard and a half.
As they're going to go for 2 yards as Garrard County awaiting this opportunity. As Trenton Ison back into the football game as he had to set out a play to put his shoe back on. As they will have now the opportunity. Urban Group scoreboard reads Estill County 13, Garrard County 7. Estill County trying to put 2 points on the board here.
Now, I tell you, Scott, they're taking a long time getting this play in.
They really are. I haven't seen him raise his hand yet. He just looked at his watch.
I don't know what he's looking at.
Here's his hand is raised. Inverted wishbone, Estill County. As Witt awaiting the snap. Throw that flag. As handoff off the left side as he's going to be in and good. As that is a huge play, as you said, as Urban Group scoreboard now reads Estill County 15, Garrard County 7. As we have 4 minutes and 38 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. This is the Urban Group scoreboard. This is Garrard County Golden Lion football on Golden Lion Sports Network.
I'm homeowner. I didn't know anything about the loan process, so that's why we decided to go with First Southern.
Process with First Southern was exactly how I pictured it.
They were just very welcoming and made me feel like I had known them forever the minute that I walked through the door.
Since 1967, Urban Group Realtors and Auctioneers have helped folks with their farms, commercial property, auction needs, and of course, dream homes.
The Urban Group Realtors and Auctioneers. No one sells it better. Since 1951, Danville Office Equipment has dedicated itself to providing personal service and superior office products for our customers. We take a lot of pride in their success because that's how we measure ours. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
Farmers National Bank believes investing in education is the best way to build a stronger community. Good luck to all the Garrard County students in the classroom and on the playing fields. Go Lions!
And welcome back, folks. 4:38 to go in this fourth quarter in this big Class 3 District 5 matchup as Hayden Elliman takes the kickoff, and Garrard County will take it 1st and 10 from the from the Garrard County 31-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you, Garrard County's got 4.5 minutes here, Scott. It's all 4-down territory now.
Hayden Holcomb awaiting the snap. Going to hand off to Simmons up the middle as he's not going to have much there as he may gain, I'll say no gain actually, as I thought he gained 1. Going to bring up 2nd and 10, Garrard County.
Again, I mean, we've said this time and time again, but, man, Estill County's defensive line and linebackers have done a really nice job of getting in that backfield, kind of limiting the Garrard County run game. Appreciate Matt and Jennifer Bradford at Bradford Barbecue kind of sponsoring our player of the game.
Willie Hoskins says, let's go Lions. We got to get a score here. Demond Thornton said, big play there, boys. We got a score on this end. 15-7 is your score. Garrard County trails on your Urban Group scoreboard. 3:57 to go here in the fourth quarter. Hayden Holcomb is going to fake the pitch out, and he's looking to throw as he's going to be down the middle as he's going to have Jagger Wood just out of his reach. As nice play call there. Just couldn't quite link up between Holcomb and Wood, as this will bring up 3rd down and 10 for Garrard County.
You appreciate our broadcast partners.
We've got a flag
radio
on that play?
What happened?
The official was.
Yeah.
Yep. There's going to be something against Estill County.
It's on Estill County. Good job, Jeff. I didn't see it.
I saw him point,
it's
but I'm not sure what it was.
It's a 15-yard penalty.
As that's not going to be good. As we'll take it 1st and 10, Garrard County, as that's going to be.
I think it was roughing the passer.
I think it was, yeah.
Roughing the passer. As some of the defensive ends for Estill County looks like they're fired up and ready to roll as it's 1st and 10. As we're going to get a handoff this time to Simmons as he's going to, he had a chance to break it there. As he's going to be right at midfield. Be 2nd and 6, 3:38 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Appreciate our friends at Hometown Radio being a broadcast partner here tonight, watching this game on hometownlive.net. Appreciate WRNZ for being a broadcast partner.
Mike Pretty says, hey, guys, thanks for bringing the game tonight. He sure appreciates it. Well, man, we absolutely love it. We thanks all of our sponsors, and we love Cindy Rogers. She says, Lions, you can do this. Let's get it done. 2nd and 6. Garrett County Golden Lions. Hayden Holcomb awaiting the snap. 3 minutes and 7 seconds to go as Cam Peak is going to go into motion this time. As Holcomb looking to throw the football as he's going to step up. Thinks different of it. Is he going to fumble the ball, but he will get right back on top of it, I think
Estill County defender took
Estill County took it from him. I saw that happen right there, and Estill County comes up with the turnover. 2 minutes and 56 seconds to go as Holcomb was ready to throw the football. As he was ready to throw the football, and he got a hand in there and knocked it away from him right there at the last second.
Yeah, I think Coach Crutchfield's just saying, hey, keep your head up. Now, I think what he wants Hayden to do is just throw the football.
Yeah.
And I know, Hayden hadn't had a lot of opportunity to kind of get comfortable back there in the kind of pocket and things like that. But, take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and wait a couple seconds and get rid of that football because that rush is coming. And, Hayden will kind of get more comfortable
no
as
doubt
the game
about
goes.
it.
Now, saying
No doubt about it.
Garrett's got 3 timeouts, but this is a must-stop.
Must be
Estill
3 and
County
out.
wins this game with a couple of first downs here.
Inverted wishbone again as Waddle will be on the backside of it as Witt awaits the snap as he's going to turn and give it to Waddle this time on the left side as Trent Nyson has a shot at him but wasn't able to get him down, but he will gain about 4 or so. Clock continues to run, maybe 5, bring up 2nd and 5 Estill County.
Yeah, I think Estill County's very, very comfortable here, kind of really milking the clock, running as much time on this clock. The clock is definitely their friend on the Urban Group scoreboard with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Estill County 15, your Garrett County Golden Lions 7.
15-7 is your score on your Urban Group scoreboard. Estill County leads the Garrett County Golden Lions. 2:20 to go now. Clock continuing to run. Estill County in no hurry, as they have an 8-point lead here deep into this football game as they're awaiting the snap here as Witt gets under center. He will take the snap and hand off to Waddle, this time off the left side. It's going to be short of the first down as that's Caleb Centers. Andrew Sparks is going to bring up 3rd and about 1 or 2 for Garrett County.
Yeah, I think if Garrett County can stop and get Estill County in 4 down on a 4th down, I think Garrett County will start using that kind of timeout. I think Coach Crutchfield, kind of doing a good job of kind of keeping these timeouts to make sure that if Estill County does get a first down, Garrett County still has the opportunity to kind of get the football
Coach
back.
Hester out on the field making sure that he's encouraging his guys. 1:32 to go, and the clock continues to run. 15-7 is your score as Witt bringing the Engineers out of the huddle to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 2 for the Engineers. Witt awaiting the snap. He's going to turn this time and give it to the left side. Waddles, he's got a first down as he's going to gash the Garrett County Golden Lions all the way down to the 20-yard line, as that was a big hole there for Estill County.
Yeah, so you'll see Garrett County start using their timeouts.
Coach Crutchfield with the first timeout here. We'll take a timeout too. Urban Group scoreboard 15-7. Estill County leads Garrett County 1:11 to go here in the fourth quarter. Garrett County Golden Lion football on Golden Lion Sports Network.
Friendly service from people you know. That's Sutton Pharmacy. We are a hometown community pharmacy with old-fashioned values, experience, and the latest technology and resources. Sutton Pharmacy, dedicated to providing the very best for you. Go Lions!
Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us.
Whitaker Bank has always been more than just a bank. We're a locally owned, community-driven institution made up of your friends and neighbors. And of course, Golden Lion fans just like you. Garrett County and Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky. Member FDIC.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV.
And welcome back, folks. 1st and 10, Estill County from the Garrett County 20-yard line as Witt awaiting the snap. Inverted wishbone, Estill County. Hand off this time to the left side as Waddle's going to have it. He's going to drag 2 or 3 Garrett County defenders with him for a gain of about 9 as he's going to get down just short of the 10-yard line as Garrett County The clock continues to run, 56 seconds, and the clock is running. Garrett County is going to be 2nd and 3 for the Engineers.
Yeah, I tell you, it looks like Garrett County's just going to come up a little short here tonight, Scott. You know, loved the effort. You know, I think at the end of the day, you know, you definitely don't want to make excuses, but, you know, I think the injury bug has definitely kind of caught up, you know, to Garrett County having, you know, 8 or 9 players out of tonight's game. But, man, I tell you, you definitely can't fault the effort that you saw here tonight.
25 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter as Witt is milking it all the way down to the end, and that's going to be a delay of game. As that will stop the clock at 17 seconds, 15-7 is your score.
So I tell you, Scott, you know, talking about the Bradford Barbecue kind of player of the game, you know, I don't know how you, Jeff, I don't know how you and Scott feel about this, but now how many times did we mention Nathaniel Darby's name tonight?
Absolutely.
You know, and I mean, you know, Jeff said it, he was so close to kind of getting an interception as well. So, you know, I think that Nathaniel Darby deserves to be the Bradford Barbecue player of the game here tonight.
And I don't like to brag, but I kind of called it there in the line walk. I told him he walks down through there. I told him, I said, tonight's your night, big fella.
You did.
As he did, he played really well. I absolutely love it. Give victory formation for Estill County as they're going to take a snap, take a knee, and with that, this one is over at Dye House Stadium. Your final score tonight, Estill County Engineers 15, Garrett County Golden Lions 7. Coach, we talked about our player of the game, Nathaniel Daughtery. Thought we played well. We played hard. I think we got a little tired there at the very end, and, you know, you mentioned it because of the injury bug. We didn't have the same rotation that we normally have, but it kind of caught up with us there at the end.
Yeah, I really do. And, I mean, I think both these coaching staffs, both these coaching staffs, both these teams knew kind of coming in, this was a game that was so close to kind of being, you know, both these teams are really similar, you know, no doubt about that. And I think, you know, I do think the lack of depth definitely impacted, you know, kind of Garrett County as the game kind of progressed. And I tell you, you know, when you're in a game that this close, you got to take advantage of every scoring opportunity you have. You know, unfortunately for Garrett, I think Garrett gave up a touchdown right before halftime, and I think looking back, you know, definitely kind of hurt the effort or hurt the product here tonight. But tell you what, again, you can never fault the effort and the energy that
it was anybody's football game.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
It was.
Great football game to watch, especially if you're a guy like Coach Gresham that likes that defense and big boy football. And with that, folks, next week, Garrett County will hit the road to Mount Vernon. As we've been there a couple times. We've been there a couple times.
Hey, what do you think, in or out of the press box?
One of us is going to be out of the press box.
I might protest. I might just protest and say I'm out. I don't care if they invite us in or not.
I'm taking my shirt off. We'll go predict. So with that, folks, Garrett County loses tonight. Estill County 15-7 on your Urban Group scoreboard, as we'll be in Rockcastle County next week, as where Garrett County will take on Rockcastle Rockets. Until then, God bless America and take care of each other. This is Garrett County Golden Lion football on Golden Lion Sports Network.